Hello, welcome to the Redeye stream number 241, broadcasting live from my castle in northern England. Now, that's another Quinnspiracy for another day, but oh shit, I forgot to mute myself. Oh no, abort. Okay, we're better now. Yeah, we're back to the old format for a few days. Optimus is headed out of town, and besides, we're gonna keep probably the old format on the weekends anyway. But the new format will be back third or fourth. But yeah, from now, for a few days, we're gonna run old school. How you doing today, Farty?
Yeah, I'm not too bad.
Life's good from your call center?
Yeah. It's pretty good in Mumbai at the moment. It's a bit muggy at the moment, bit humid, but yeah.
Is that asshole still shitting on the fucking sidewalk right in front of your office building? I mean, man, I'd be pissed too.
No, they all do it. Everybody does it. Even I did it. I did it this morning.
Well, fair enough. Moving on. Hey, Jensen, today is your day, sir. What do you got for us?
Okay, this one may end up having people sitting there going, what? But now we all know about the Large Hadron Kaleidoscope in CERN, Switzerland, yes?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, no, they're creating black holes to swallow the whole Earth. Yeah, I'm on board.
It's quite interesting you mentioned about black holes because just a thing to think about is we've all agreed that this world has gone pretty screwed up because of all of the SJWs and all the snowflakes and whatnot.
Oh no, and you can't. No, and don't forget the Australian call centers. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I think I know where you're going with this, Jensen. I think, yep, I'm pretty sure you're right.
Yeah. I would like it thought as this, okay, people? All of this shit with the weirdness in the way the world has suddenly gone, and I'd like it noted, it has quite recently gone this weird, all happened just after the Hadron Collider was activated. I'm actually starting to really wonder, did it do something? Has it actually warped the reality of this world until it's become this weird shit thing that we've got nowadays?
Yeah, no, I've actually even said this before in a video. It's like since then, like something had to have happened to make the people, like make this world lose its shit all of a sudden, all at once. And it was like, about that time when they switched that fucking thing on. I just happened to be out of the country at the time, and I come back, and then all of a sudden, every cunt's a bunch of fuckwits. And it's like, what? What happened there? Oh, hang on, maybe it was something to do with that. Yeah, see, at least it's not just me.
No, it really is odd. I mean, we are talking such a dramatic change in what passed for intelligence in humanity. And they turn that thing on, and all of a sudden, most of the planet has turned into complete bloody loonies. Seriously, Mad, I like your opinion on this. What do you think?
Well, if I'm going to go down the rabbit hole with you, which I'm fine and with doing, I would say it's emerging into two dimensions because I'm a believer in the multiverse theory. So I walk out the door, I take a left. Well, I also went straight, took a right, and I never left my desk. I did all of them and all separately, and their own chain of events happened. Their own butterfly effect, right? So if two different dimensions started to merge because of this Hadron fucking particle collider that's creating black holes to eat the whole Earth, that might explain also the Mandela effect.
Yep, that's my point. All of this weird shit seems to have come about since the LHC came into being. What the hell have they done?
Yeah, you're right about that Mandela effect too thing because, like, the Angry Video Game Nerd did one on where it was either the Berenstain Bears or the Berenstain Bears, and I'm fucking positive it was. I'm absolutely positive it was Berenstain. And
it is Berenstain. Like, no. I had the whole set of these goddamn books as a kid, and I wish my mom didn't give them the Goodwill. Like, they're gone, but it was Berenstain, all right? And I know how to read, son of a bitch.
I remember it because it was like, because in Australia it's like a Steen or a Stein. And well, it definitely wasn't a Stein. And then the next thing you know, they say, no, it's Stain Bears. What the fuck? How do you fuck Steen and Stain up?
Yep.
I mean, that's a fair leap. But apparently, it's Bear and Stain Bears. Same thing with that. What was that game? Fucking the video game that apparently never existed, but it was a CIA mind game. Fucking
Yeah, no, and that was in actually Portland, Oregon. Oh, what the fuck was it called? I know what you're talking about. Starts with a P, right?
not Provis. Fucking but
Sorry,
yeah, either way, Probius or something like that.
Yeah. Probius. Yeah, dude. Like, yeah.
I actually remember seeing more than one of those cabinets. Polyborus, that's the one. Polybus or some shit. Anyway, yeah, no, I actually have seen a couple of those fucking cabinets, and I only remember it because I've always wanted to play that game, but they never ever worked. They were the one up the back of the fucking arcade that where they stick all the games that never worked, and with the ones that have all the groovy bloody peripherals, like, you know, there was a submarine one where you're looking through a periscope, and there was ones with guns and stuff like that. All the really cool ones never worked, and they were all up the back. And I'm fucking positive I've seen more than one of those in more than one fucking arcade, and they just never worked. But fucking apparently that game absolutely didn't exist at all.
Well, supposedly. No, there's people in Portland that have said that it was there, and that's the one place where the conspiracy really roots from is Portland, Oregon, funny enough, in a fucking dime arcade or whatever in downtown Portland. And a lot of people swear to God it was there, so I don't know. I never seen it, but I've never spent a lot of time in Portland. I mean, we go to Portland for doctor's appointments and shit for my son, but yeah, I don't hang out in Portland. I'm not Antifa.
Well, this was several different locations in Sydney, Australia. So it's still even like a fair stretch from Portland, Oregon. And even when they referenced it in that Simpsons episode, like, I remember seeing those cabinets.
Well, you know why they referenced it there, right? Is seriously, Springfield, Oregon is the setting for The Simpsons. We've had that fight, and it was voted. It was voted on. Matt Groening was from the Northwest. That's the way it is. Get over it, people. Simpsons is Oregon. Like, sorry. Yeah, you know, maybe I'll get some flack for that, but who knows? The whole multiverse thing, though, is where I would go with this. Now, it just distorting our real reality and not maybe colliding two dimensions or any other weird shit. I don't know about that. How would it distort your current reality unless the rich people are right, unless the transhumanists are right, and we're living in a simulated reality like the Matrix?
Not an unreasonable idea. I mean, well, continuing with the whole Mandela thing, knowing that you two gentlemen are men of culture and wit and intelligence, you do know the statue, the thinker, yes?
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, the guy looks like he's taking a shit.
No, and his hand rests on his chin, if that's what you're about ready to ask. It rests on his chin.
Yeah.
Jacob, Mad Dodge Productions, Inc. Nope. Simpsons never stated where their Springfield is in America. Dude. Fuck off. I win this one, Jacob. All right? You can fuck with me about the Astros if you want, even though they weren't in the World Series, by the way. But, you know, it is what it is.
There's actually a film theory video on YouTube where they explain why it was called Springfield, and because there was just about a Springfield almost in every state, but they tracked it down to, hang on, where was one that's near a casino that's got a nuclear reactor that's and I can't remember what they said it was, but anyway.
Well, no, it's a mix of two different cities. It's a mix of Springfield, Oregon, and a place up in Washington where Matt Groening grew up. And the place in Washington is where the nuclear reactor is. Actually, Oregon, I believe, is a nuclear-free zone. I know way too much about The Simpsons. Anyway, back to the current topic.
Yeah, so you guys basically agree that things are just weird. The fact that they turn on the Hadron Collider and Nothing seems to happen, and yet basically 2/3 of the freaking planet become insane and just start going off on the most crazy shit. Seriously, what the fuck is going on with this world? And sorry for swearing.
Well, the level-headedness in me sort of would state that, yeah, these people always existed. It's just that back in the 80s and 90s, you'd only hear about them in things like the National Enquirer. You know, the aliens come down and they touched my goodies. You know, those kinds of people. But now with the internet being more prevalent and everybody being able to basically access the internet from a device in their pocket, at any point and place in the planet, pretty much. We've just now got all these fucking retards and, you know, the wackos and the people who should be committed and all this kind of stuff are on heavy medicine, one of the two, are able to just, you know, show, like, you know, scream out into the ether. And now they're just sort of like with YouTube, for example, they just get a platform that they can, you know, that gets perpetuated by it. They got their own echo chambers and all this. You know, your SJWs, they hide in their one group. Your 9/11 truthers, they hide in their group. Your flat earthers and, you know, your moon monkeys and fucking all that kind of stuff.
Wait, no. Full stop at moon monkey. What the fuck is a moon monkey?
The moon bats, the ones that say that, like, you know, the moon landings never took place, and, you know.
Oh, okay, not the moon is a hologram theory, right? Because that's bullshit. And like even the fucking people that think they faked the moon landing don't believe that shit. I mean,
Oh no, like, and even then too. I mean, like, you've got the really dumb fucks, like your clueless, your blonde bimbos, the people who they made that. What was that fucking movie? Clueless. You know, it's like they look at a movie like Titanic and then actually say with a straight face, how come they didn't just call for help on their mobile phones? Why couldn't they have found the thing with radar or something like that? You know, so what the fuck? What? Huh? Did you just hear what you just said?
I will argue with you when it comes to like UFOs and shit, especially with the thing that happened in New York. A transistor blew, and it's a giant blue fucking light in the sky over New York. Okay, I've seen transistors blow. We have storms up here all the time, and there's a goddamn substation right next to me. It doesn't look blue when they blow, but anyway, moving on.
No, that's just a reflection of light off the clouds. Yeah, I could see that just from the footage I saw.
Wait a minute, swamp gas? You're gonna bring swamp gas into this bitch? Is that what's happening right now?
I never said swamp gas. I was saying that everyone in New York dropped their guts all at the one time, and there was a fart cloud.
Nice. By the way, Nad, you might want to take note of Jacob. He's actually calling in the Berenstain Bears. I'm just going to leave this to you to, you know, murder.
It was even in the song, like something that the Berenstain Bears, the fucking.
It is. Oh shit, you're right. Yeah. No, and it was on those same fucking videotapes that you got Ninja Turtles on and shit, right? It would start with like F something or whatever in the opening, you know, the company logo. And then it'd go into the fucking thing, and you had short little 45-minute fucking videotapes of the Berenstain Bears and fucking also like Ninja Turtles and shit like that. Like, no, I grew up in the 80s, damn it. I was born in 84. I grew up in the 80s and 90s. Like, I remember this shit. Like, don't fuck with me.
Yeah, we were there for it. Fucking Jesus.
So we're all agreeing that we're blaming the Swiss for the SJWs then?
Oh, yes. Also, too, here's another thing, too. There's a great fucking amount of people nowadays who can't pronounce sixth properly. They say sixth. Like, what the fuck happened? All of a sudden now, just half of the fucking YouTubers, mainly English people, they can't say sixth. SIXTH. They go sixth.
Oh, how weird.
I know. That's another one that's just come up recently, and it's jarring every time you hear it. Like, you know, especially when there's one of these YouTubers who professes to be like a, you know, documentarian, and like on the 6th of January, it's like, fucking what?
Fair play, no. Damn. Hey, just things are weird, is what I'm trying to point out, and it's all seemed to have come about when they turned on the bloody Hadron Collider. So we really might want to start getting concerned about that shit because they're doing more and more of those things. My God.
Well, no. Okay, here's the thing, though, Jensen. All right, I'll go back to reality. Bam. All right. So I do appreciate scientific studies and trying to figure out how the universe was created, which is why they're trying to run these particles together and create tiny black holes. But I always thought it was a really bad idea to create a black hole underneath the Earth's surface, which is what they're fucking doing. How deep did they dig?
I don't know. It's quite deep. I know that much. But no, you're right, mate. I mean, if they actually do make a full-on, black hole, a singularity, then our planet is in for a pretty, deep pile of shit. Simply put, we do not need a large chunk of our planet being ripped into another bloody dimension. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the reason our planet is the shape it is, and you can argue its shape until you're blue in the face, I don't care. It's not going to look good with a bloody great big chunk taken out of it now, is it?
Yeah. No, it's not. And real quick, Farty, I'm going to let you follow up on that. But after this, there's something that I think everybody's going to be kind of shocked about that we're going to talk about. MC, I think you want in on this. I DM'd you the Hangout link in Discord. Check your DMs. You're going to want in on this, dude. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, well, I reckon, maybe the flat earthers sort of kind of have something right about this. I mean, like, have you seen the planet since they switched on the Hadron Collider? Maybe it does look like a turtle shell because the rest of the bottom of it's just been blipped into a black hole.
It wouldn't be so bad, but you never bloody know. And the world isn't potato-shaped, Jacob. It's a donut. You donut.
Yeah, well, he's an Astros fan. I mean, it's okay. Just hand him a little napkin for the drool on his mouth, and he'll be fine. It's all good.
That's not drool. He's been fapping.
hey, that's for all the Dodger jokes, Jacob. So don't get mad and go unsubscribe. That's for all the Dodger jokes, man. And I'll be right back. I think the Twins just turned off a power bar and the TV turned off on them. So I got to fix that. Go ahead, guys.
Okay, no worries. Right. So again, going back to the thinker, where do you see his hand? Is it on his forehead or is it on his chin?
It's on his fucking chin. Now, I know where the forehead thing comes along. This is another one of those only happened since the internet thing, because someone's done the thing on the forehead as if, like, oh my God, like just the despair of stupidity. And stupid people have just gone, that's the only one I've seen, so that's the only one. Hang on, why is it on his chin for? It's on his forehead. And then those retards have started that argument. No, it's been on his chin for the last, how many hundreds of years?
Yeah, it just makes you wonder, either one, is it true about the Mandela effect, or two, are people really that goddamn stupid? And
people are really that goddamn stupid.
Yep, that's what I was going to say. I'm leaning towards that one myself, mate.
Because
go on.
There are like instances where things have happened purely since the internet, and going back to like moon hoaxes and stuff like that. The prevalence of moon hoaxes, like, oh, there's a rock with a cross on it or something like that. That's from the fucking photo, you fucking spastic. It's a photo artifact. But a lot of things now with the benefits of CGI, and that everyone can doctor a photo or do whatever they bloody want. Like, you can have a shark trying to fucking jump out of the San Francisco Bay eating a bloody a Navy SEAL. Those kinds of things. And you got dumb fucks who will see that kind of shit and go, oh, that's true. And, their own cognitive dissonance won't sort of, then you've got, like, say, Simon Whistler. He's the worst for this. Like, you'd expect him to at least have heard some of these words being said, or at least the documentary he decided to get his information from. At least they fucking said it. But like Madagascar, for example, there was a fucking Disney movie where it was plastered fucking everywhere, and he calls it Madagascar. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, son? Oh
Dude.
my god! You know, like so. Yeah, you would have those people who saw the thinker with his hand on his forehead as a meme, like as if like this is so stupid, and those people who are so stupid went, "That's the only one I've seen, though. That must be the original." Boop.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you, mate. Actually, I've got a good one for a country sort of near you, and I know this might upset you because you're not exactly the greatest fan of the Kiwis, but have you heard the fact that apparently New Zealand has moved?
Yes, I have heard that, and actually, South America did as well. And this is going back to the Mandela effect theory, right?
Yep.
Because I did walk away. Yeah. So, like, if you look at the map, it's kind of different than from when you were fucking in grade school, is what they're trying to say. Everything's realigned a little bit. Australia's closer to fucking, goddamn, closer. It's more north than it should be, or some shit like that, right? Help me out here. I'm kind of drawing a blank.
No, you're right. The whole point of the argument is, and I'm actually going to bring this back to our Aussie friend. After all, if anyone's going to know where the bloody country is, he should.
Yeah.
Where do you think New Zealand is? Do you consider it to the northeast of Australia or to the southeast of Australia?
Well, it's sort of central southeast. It's sort of kind of like your heart. It's not completely over on your left. It's sort of almost in the middle, but just to the left. It's almost in the middle, but slightly south.
Oh, you heard it here, though. No, the Kiwis are close to Farty's heart. That's so sweet, Farty.
Well, actually, yeah, I don't really have much problem with the Maoris. The Pakias, they're a bunch of fuckwits. But anyway, you have to be a Kiwi to understand that one. But yeah, no, bloody no. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if indeed New Zealand has actually moved at a tectonic speed level, because yes, there is a tectonic plate that separates us from New Zealand, and that is a gigantic volcano pretty much, and they do have earthquakes quite a bit, which is a result of tectonic plate shifting. They are in the Ring of Fire, for the Pacific Ring of Fire. So yeah, having it moved, yeah, sure, absolutely has. That it hasn't gone from, say, in line with Victoria and New South Wales to now off the north coast of Queensland.
Yeah, because that's what a lot of people are actually saying, that, a lot of people are remembering it actually being directly northeast of your country, and now apparently it's buggered off down south. I accept the fact that there's a bit of tectonic movement, but that's not tectonic movement. That's moving house.
Now, having said that also, I did see an article several months ago about atlases and globes and stuff like that. And apparently in America, you get all these different atlases and globes and stuff from so many different places. You can go to one school that will have New Zealand in the right spot, and then you'll have another school that will have New Zealand absolutely nowhere on the map. They'll have Iceland and Greenland swapped over. No shit. There's even a school that they went to where their atlas didn't even show Australia at all. So that's where that conspiracy is probably started from. So some stupid Asian bastard in China went, "Oh, they want to buy our crappy map? Oh, okay. We did this as a joke. Oh, stupid America."
You're making an assumption that Americans aren't that stupid to begin with.
Yeah, I've seen a video where someone was asked, like, what does KFC mean?
I thought you were one of us.
I just happen to know how stupid people can be when it comes to maps. For crying out loud, most people can't even place their own state on a map.
Yeah, that's right.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous, dude.
No. Famous bit of footage. Like, I can't remember. I think it was Crowder. Went and asked this dude, like, "Oh no, it was actually the Australians. It was the Chasers War and everything." Hey, we went over to America, and they even asked this bloke, like, "What does KFC stand for?" And he's like, "I don't know." And he's like, "Well, where's Kentucky?" "Oh, Kentucky Fried Chicken. Duh.
Oh dear God.
Okay, first off, it's easy to find Kentucky on the map, and you know, as Obama would say, I know every one of the 52 states by name.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But there's
He
54
said
of
that
them.
he visited the 57 states of the United States.
57? I said 52. I was being nice. Damn.
But
No,
I
it's
think
actually 54.
Actually, I think what he was referring to is that he had gone from state to state. It was kind of a it was the way he said it was completely wrong. But what he was trying to say is that he traveled from state to state all over the states, and he'd been back and forth within states 57 times.
No, you know, he went to all the different states trying to find which one would doctor his birth certificate for him.
And then he found Hawaii. yeah. Okay. I don't know. What do you think about this whole CERN thing? I don't want to just jump off of Jensen's thing, but we do have something rather shocking that I just found out right when I opened up the Hangout link. So I do want to get to that in a little bit.
About the CERN, I think that there's a lot of snarky freaking scientists who think that they're smarter than the average bear. I don't think that the idea that they opened up a black hole, in order for us to quote unquote open up a black hole, means we have to understand enough about matter, all right, and how it works, and we don't. Okay, we're not even close to that, and we would also have to. You have to remember how big a black hole is, how much matter it is, and if you estimate how much matter, all right, it takes to create a black hole and like a supernova and so forth, the energy necessary to create a black hole then becomes quite problematic. There's no way for it to open a black hole.
Well, they are creating micro black holes, right? They have had some.
That's a theory people came up with. There's no. Some guy stood up there and said, "Yeah, we can try to create a singularity. We can't create a singularity. If you create a singularity, it doesn't go away. You would have to understand what the singularity actually is in order for that to happen." There are theories that they're investigating doing that. I'm not going to deny that. That is true. But the ability to actually do something like that, we're nowhere near.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
near that stuff.
Yeah, on the course of reality here, the amount of energy and what you need to do to even create a small black hole, like one of the smallest black holes that we know, you need to take the mass of the sun and then compress it down to the size of a small American town. That's the kind of
further
energy.
than that. You've actually got to press it down even further than that. That's how much compression you need to do, and there's no way we can do something like that. We just don't have the energy.
Yeah, exactly.
We just don't have there's not enough energy on the freaking planet to do something like that. There isn't.
We don't have enough mass to do that either.
No, that is true.
Superman could do it.
We're not. Well, when I see Superman flying around threatening to do something like that, I'll begin to worry about it then.
Superman can do it by trying to hold in a shit, and his bowels compress the turd to the point where it becomes dark matter.
Yes. I absolutely loved Australians. MC. Okay, so if you're saying they're actually not really doing anything, they're just wasting a bunch of money, then really everybody became complete dipshits overnight for no apparent reason. Because that was Jensen's theory here, is that they're messing with shit, and now suddenly everybody's gone batshit fucking crazy. And look around. I mean, there is evidence.
Mad, can you send Memes a link? He's requested one, please.
Yeah, I got it.
Good.
I think people have been batshit crazy for a long time. I don't think people acting any different today than they did, but during the Vietnam War.
Yeah, would you go with my explanation of that it's more the prevalence of the internet and the ability for people to jump on things like YouTube and shit that make the retards and the weirdos more prevalent because they're more readily available?
Yeah, well, exactly.
And
listen to Styx's one of his things today where he goes off on corporations, and he starts talking about the Citizens United, the Citizens United decision.
I didn't watch that Styx video. I watched the one where he was talking about, God damn it. Oh, what was he fucking bitching about? He was bitching about something. Never mind. I lost it. What's up, Quinn? You tried to say something.
Yep. read Jacob's last comment. I think you might enjoy it.
Guess which gen was the majority of the people who didn't know?
Oh, no. His last one. Tell Farting MC they're both wrong. The smallest black hole does exist. That bastard's asshole is so damn small. It just makes you wonder, how does he know so much about this guy's asshole? That's all I'm trying to say here, you know? Is there something you want to say, Jacob?
What he's trying to say there is that his dick is so tiny that he can actually fit up that tiny little asshole.
All right. So
I'm sorry.
Here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. Memes.
Yes.
We're gonna do a test here. All right. You're clothed, right? You're not sitting there fucking naked.
Not at the moment.
Okay.
All
Watch
right, ready
this.
for it?
Watch this. Check it out. Guess who just did that? Not memes.
That is terrifying.
Yeah. Isn't it? Right? Go, guys. I can't believe it. I just figured that out today. Can you fucking believe I can remote control other people's fucking cameras?
So Mad Dodge, I think this is worth clipping, sending out, putting a video all over the internet, because that is absolutely terrifying. That is showing that Google Hangouts, because it's being discontinued in 2019, it doesn't really seem like it's been really updated with, or is that a plugin? Like that seems like it shouldn't really work.
The only reason why I did it to you and
now.
the only reson why I did it to you and not me and Quinn is because we've got gaffer tape over our cameras. We're smart.
Yep.
Oh no, I used to do that as well, because like when you're looking at the CEO of Facebook back like 5-6 years ago, and you see a picture of him, and this is in all like major publications, and you see a little bit of tape over his camera, and you're like, I have a computer that looks very much like that.
Well, no,
and then I stopped.
I really want to go on a rant about this. Is this complete fucking garbage or what? MC, tell me right now, do you want me to turn your camera on? No, you fucking don't, right? What the fuck is going on here?
Go ahead and try. I'm curious to see what it'll do.
Well,
that's actually very interesting.
Tape over your camera or something, but
I'm sure MC has other safeguards as well.
I hit it. It's not doing anything, I don't think.
All right.
Yeah.
It's the camera override and shit like that.
But you,
do me.
Yeah, Forty, there's your tape.
There you go. Gaffer tape.
Yeah.
Hang on. Do it again.
Okay. All right.
There you go.
Hey, reveal.
Oh, this whole thing where somebody actually doesn't care and that loses its value.
No. Here's the thing, though. How creepy is this shit? I could have somebody like, okay, we'll throw out Tiger Lily here. She's a regular fucking supporter of the show, and she's also joined us quite a few times. Do you think in the middle of the night on the East Coast, and she might be just chilling in her pajamas fucking talking to us, she wants me to turn her fucking camera on? That's creepy as fuck, dude. Creepy.
That's what that school did. No, there was a school, and I think they ended up settling for like a major lawsuit because they disseminated laptops to the actual kids. So it was a school laptop, but they brought it home. But at one point, somebody did actually access the camera that could have just been in like a teenage girl's like bedroom. It's just like, dude, what that just don't seem right. I'm just curious. This is like a message that needs to be got out there because, like, MD, like if you could do that, like right there, it's like you pretty much have the ability to dox somebody that may not want to be doxed, dude. Like that's fucked up,
right? What about Cabby?
Dude, let everybody fucking know this shit. Like this is one of those things where like if this is a secret and like you know it, but then again we're broadcasting, like people are gonna find this shit out. So this is one of those things where maybe you just gonna need to let everybody know right away. Just let fucking Google know, man.
Well, for me personally, it's sort of kind of like my argument about the Christmas Eve massacre or the Christmas Day massacre, depending on what time of the day it was when you were involved in it. All my information on the internet is absolutely fake for a reason. I lied about everything on the internet, so I said, fucking, yeah, if you want to get my information, go for it. Won't do you any good. Exactly the same reason why there's a piece of gaffer tape over my camera, because, well, the conspirators sometimes do get things right every now and then, and it turns out, well, they were right about this. So if you're dumb enough to leave your camera open, like Dodge says, like, you know, he just unplugs it. Me and Quinn, we have gaffer tape over the front of it and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, you should look after your own personal security a little bit better if you don't want that shit to happen. But if you're a bit of a voyeur and you don't really care what happens and who gets your camera, and you're there having a tug in front of your computer watching bloody Pornhub or something, like, you don't care if someone watches, well, then leave the cameras open. As simple as that.
Well, no.
If somebody wants to watch porn with me, I mean, hey, I guess power to them.
Okay, well, have fun on Rabbit. I don't want in that room, all right? So don't invite me.
Oh, I have Rabbit.
No. Yeah, I'm sure you do. Okay, here's the
Miss
thing.
Quinn showed me about it. Oh, sorry.
I get what you're saying, Farty, but that's not the fucking point, because as we were saying just 10 minutes ago, people are stupid. In particular, Americans are stupid. Memes didn't necessarily... I think he had an idea that I was going to turn his camera on when I was like, dude, you have clothes on, right? Like, you know what I mean?
To be fair, I was not actually expecting that. I thought you were going to show me like an article or something like kind of creepy. It just happened to work out. It's like, oh, okay, my hair's a little matty. Oh, boo-hoo. It's the fucking internet.
Well, no, and you've gone on camera before. That's why I picked you out.
Oh, no, exactly. You know, it's like, I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah. And I wouldn't do that to anybody fucking else. And we tested it offline. When I first got that, like, I entered the Hangout and it said I can control whatever people do, their camera and everything. I'm like, okay, well, that has to mean I can turn their camera off, right? If they're being a douchebag. You know, that was my initial thought. But no, that means I can turn it on and off.
I wonder if this was deliberate or this is a bug, because this almost sounds like some admin level, like back-end user for like Google software that I'm not sure they meant to have released. If they meant to have this released, that's very concerning, because at that point we're at the level, like Farty said, where, oh, well, you should just have a piece of tape over. Does your average person know that? And this is coming from somebody that worked in the cable industry for a while. One of my former trainers, when he used to work the phones, he had a customer that was giving him a lot of BS. So he ended up, the customer said to him, he's like, yeah, we know you're watching us through that light in the cable box anyway. And then my former coworker said, yeah, and your place is a mess. Clean it. He was spoken to and said, never say that. He used to be a former stand-up comedian, and he just shouldn't have mixed his passion with trolling a customer. But at this point now, it's like, well, with the internet, there's a pipeline here. You have a workable device, unless you literally have camera override software like MC or just a piece of gaff tape over it. It's like, dude, that's terrifying.
Well, no, and B in the chat, which, okay, I'm gonna read it. She's like, I use my phone. You could watch me in the loo. Yeah, right? Isn't that kind of scary? First off, I wouldn't. Ew. You know, but
wait, is it
right?
B, you've never snapped while in the bathroom? I feel like a lot of girls Snapchat when they're in the bathroom.
Yeah, I've even got a meme where there's a Sheila, she's Snapchatting into the bathroom, and the caption under it says, please, when you're doing this, make sure you flush the toilet first.
Nice.
There's a giant log in the gunny.
Well, prioritization of hierarchies. Strike that, reverse.
MC, I want to know your thoughts on this, because you're very fucking private, dude. Me and you have talked a lot, so I know a little bit more about you than others, but still, do you like the idea of somebody being able to turn on cameras? I get it. You have a safeguard.
It is absolutely ridiculous. It's one of the problems that people... They just don't understand what this technology can do. And let me tell you something else. A lot of this crap, all right, the warnings that people were being given about certain aspects of things. It's not just this camera here. And you referenced that that thing about the laptops memes where the school got in trouble and launched a lawsuit. The reason that the school claimed that they were doing it was because they were saying they were just turning on the GPS to find out where their students were. Okay,
so it was a technical error.
No, they were making a claim.
That's even more creepy. That
they were making a claim, and it was iPads or not iPads, but they were Apple. There were Apple
MacBooks,
right? And so you look, like everyone thinks, no, this stuff is safe because it's Apple. Apple has security conscious. No, they're not. They're no different than everyone else. So when you start talking, everyone talks about the ease of use and look at all these wonderful whiz-gaze things. Look, I can start my car from inside the house to get it warm before I go out and get into it, and all the rest of this crap. All right. If someone else can do it, or if you can do it remotely, somebody else can do it remotely. That's reality.
Yeah.
No, dude, let me just interject real quick, Farty. It's just, I noticed this. Like when I got my very first iPhone 3G, I'm like, I was going to get a BlackBerry, but at the time they just come out with the 3GS, and I'm like, oh, an iPhone, $99. This sounds like a great deal. So I got it. And when I was actually a passenger driving around in a decent metropolitan downtown, I noticed like all these like separate Wi-Fi things popping up just in the things that I could just connect to. Some of them were password protected, many were not at that point. And I'm just saying, I'm like, we are now giving literally a potential key just to a door into like the back end of just many different companies and stuff. I believe General Motors, the building headquarters itself, they end up getting hacked because there was no password on their Wi-Fi or something, or it was highly not protected, and a drone flew down and started accessing it.
Yeah, no, it's easier than that. Like I was just watching a whole bunch of DEF CON, like DEF CON's a hackers convention videos, and there was one bloke there who said that like he accessed this corporate center through the video cameras on the outside. Now the cameras weren't hooked up to anything to do with the mainframe inside the thing. It just had a Wi-Fi ability because it had this wireless capability that it could transmit the signal through the thing. And that had an admin password on a separate server. But because they can get into that server and then they could use some of the password, they got some of the passwords out of that. And dumb fucks being dumb fucks, not having different passwords for all this other stuff. Then he went in through another way and then he did an attack where he used some of those passwords, and surprise, surprise, they fucking worked. And this was from just a camera on the outside. And basically all he did was he had this signal capture device. It's a little tiny box, no bigger than a packet of cigarettes. And he just walked past, dropped it underneath the camera, went back to his car, got on his laptop and started attacking the place. Like the amount of shit they can do, like hackers can do, is fucking crazy. And it's mainly all down to people not looking after their own personal security. And like there is only so much that you can do, but they will end up getting around it. But when you're talking about things like Apple and Google and all this kind of stuff, when they're the cunts that are making that particular security for their own, like, you know, platforms and shit like that, you don't have a leg to stand on. So gaffer tape over your camera, boys and girls.
Well, no, and here's the thing, Batman, welcome to the fucking show. Do you actually have a camera? Because you were like, well, I'd like to see him try. So no, okay. So that's why.
Where's the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
Oh, fuck off, Batman.
I think part of the problem is with the way this technology is built is it's not that it's easy to get in the back door, it's that there are far too many back doors.
Yeah.
But this isn't a back door.
It goes even to the point of, and I know a lot of people don't want to hear this, but it's already been outed that we can, you know, that you have people that hacked your television sets. Okay, it is far more ubiquitous than a lot of people want to believe.
Yeah, that Sony TV sets that are like.
No, it's all TV. Any smart TV out there, they can have.
If it has a camera, if it has a remote camera, the connectivity to the internet, it is very base software that certain overrides would be able to enable that.
Well, that's good. My smart TV doesn't have a camera.
Connectivity to the internet is what I was remarking on, because my smart TV generally isn't connected to the internet.
Yeah, mine's just pretty much my computer monitor. I just like the 37-inch fucking smart TV, you know, HD.
Guys, it should be okay. I just let Google, YouTube, and coincident Leo from YouTuber Law know that I just asked them the question on Twitter: are the cameras in Hangouts supposed to turn on? Are you supposed to be able? Is the person holding the stream supposed to be able to turn on the cameras of the participants? I asked the question.
Yeah, because that is ridiculous.
And I linked to the stream.
Yeah, no, and it's completely ridiculous. And I mean, seriously, memes, I did that to you because I knew you didn't care. But that's almost fucked up that I didn't even really warn you. I just wanted to see your real reaction.
Oh, dude, that was creepy as hell, dude. Like, I feel like this is a bug. That's why I'm letting them know. And well, maybe I shouldn't have actually tweeted at YouTuber Law, but I mean, I've tweeted to him a couple of times. He has been on top of these things, but this just seems to be like either an unforced error, something that's happened. Maybe they were trying to implement back-end software, but I really think this is something that needs to be corrected unless this is the way the industry is going. What happens if on these platforms they're removing anonymity?
You know, this sounds daft, but this is actually something that we're on about in the 70s.
Wow.
Yeah, before the internet.
I will elaborate because I'm lost here what you're talking about.
The ability to spy on you through your TV or your appliances in the house is something that they were on about in the 70s.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I thought you meant like without the internet, people were going around like recording people and shit. Because I mean, okay, we're all in a voice chat fucking willingly. We're all hanging out and doing a fucking stream. But the thing is, MC and Quinn and Farty and you, Batman, you guys don't want to be on camera. If I plug my camera in and turn it on, that's my business. I shouldn't be able to force you to turn it on. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I know I'm going to go in circles on this, but it feels like complete fucking creepiness and bullshit.
I feel we just need to let folks know about this. Like, again, is it self-grandizing? Yes, it absolutely is. But like, I tweeted at them for a reason, because if anyone else does see this or has come across this, I mean, you let the folks know so they can actually correct it. Does that mean maybe Hangouts will go down for a little bit? Yes, but like, if this is a bug, it is something that needs to be corrected. Because, dude, like, you're just giving folks the ability to dox, especially if folks are like doing streams and stuff and they don't know about this. At least if somebody knows about it, they have the ability, like Batman, Jensen, and everyone said, you'd put some gaff tape over, so you can take a precaution. But it's, you really should you really have to do that?
No.
The thing is, have you noticed no one else appears to have either spotted it or, you know, done a stream on it? We literally may have a premiere here, okay?
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's frightening.
Oh,
well, but it goes back to, I mean, if you got a, for example, everyone wants to put freaking cameras on all this crap. People have Alexa all over their house. Okay.
YouTuber Law just responded to me. He's like, not without huge disclaimers. Even then, it's likely a privacy violation.
Oh, did you link him to the stream?
I did.
That's the thing. Alexa's supposed to be the biggest spy in the house as well,
right? Yeah. So you have all these devices, all right, that are connected that people can then turn on, and this goes back to, it was bad enough when our own government was doing it, but when you find out that a lot of these, mind if I send them a link, MD? When a lot of these companies use chips from China, and China was putting in intentional hacks in the background on the firmware. They made it so that anyone can look into anybody's house at any point in time and see what's going on.
That's the thing, MC. It's generally not governments that are spying on you. It's companies who are spying on you so they know how to trick you to buying things.
It's not just that.
Real quick.
I mean,
I want to answer memes real quick. Yes, I doubt he'll come to our lowly channel here, but if he graces us with his presence, then yeah, sure. Go ahead and send him the link. And now go ahead, guys, because you have a good discussion going. I just wanted to answer memes.
Just real quick, Dodge. I just messaged Eldritch, and yeah, he's going to get in contact with you momentarily.
So you have people that are buying all these baby monitor things, right?
Yep.
Right. And we already know that there are people that have hacked those things, right? And threatened the family, saying, "I can see your child and shit." This is something that I mean, there's good things about technology, but there's some really bad things about technology too. And when you have something where someone can turn a camera on remotely, it demonstrates to me on a platform like Google, this is something. This isn't an oversight. This is Google. All right, doing this. All right.
What's one for you memes, MC? You've got Alexa, which as houses become more and more automated, Alexa can control more and more aspects of your home. And Alexa has been proven to be very easy to hack.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was saying about that bloody DEF CON convention. Like the cameras that this guy got into were absolutely unprotected. There was no security on it at all. Like it wasn't a factor of like, yeah, they were too stupid to shut a back door. It was like, no, they left it open because they didn't even know it was there.
Most webcams are like that.
Well, this is security cameras that you have at like a corporate center or something.
Well, no, and that's the thing also, when there's security cameras up, there's usually a sign telling you so. And I unplug my webcam when I'm not using it, for the most part. Now I will all the fucking time. But like, seriously, once again, if people are complaining about the new format, I think this is another reason to move away from Hangouts. I'm sorry, people, but I mean, let's face it.
You think Discord can have backdoors in?
Well,
you can't
Discord
use
is another
cameras.
topic. The thing is with Hangouts, Hangouts is a piece of software that's being discontinued in 2019. It's something that's going away. Part of this makes me think maybe it hasn't been updated or gotten as much TLC as some of Google's other brands and everything there. So if it's going away, they're switching over to basically being based on YouTube, going through things like Chrome and everything. That would take a load off of basically things that they have to update. So I feel like if they were making an update, this could be very unintentional. At least I hope it is.
But memes, they haven't worked on Hangouts in over a year, and now that they do, they give me the show host the ability to turn on your camera remotely.
It could be an inadvertent back end.
Memes, look at this, dude. I'm sitting in the Cascade Mountains in Oregon. You are where? In Massachusetts. I could turn your camera on again if I wanted to.
Turning on a camera is not inadvertent. Okay, I don't care what you say. Turning on a camera is not inadvertent.
Well, it's a violation of privacy, man.
It's not, but it's not an inadvertent thing when people sit up there and put that kind of software in such a major platform.
I just can't believe this is something that was intentional. This is just something.
How can it not be?
Can I just
the internet is a strange. I'm sorry.
Can I just bring up a little point? I'm going to remind you guys about the number of times SSM's camera has just randomly turned on, even though he said, I'm not turning on my camera. Just, something to think about, guys. Please carry on.
No, he's right.
That's interesting. I thought that was a cell phone bug because he always uses his cell. I'm used to using a PC, and even when my camera was plugged in, it doesn't come on randomly. You know what I mean?
But it is
Discord.
Thank you, MC. Thank you, Mad. Phones. There's another one that's notoriously poor for security.
Well, just on Discord, about a year or so ago, it was coming on like for no fucking reason. Like there was at one point there, I was on a phone call to my mum, and all of a sudden, the Eldritch Guide just come along, and he's like, "Oh, what was that?" And I'm like, "Hey, are you there?" And he's like, "Yeah." And they had a channel between me and him open for no fucking reason whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, millennials especially have their entire lives on the phones, don't they? Yeah, everything from their friends to their bank accounts. And
that is true, Batman. I'm looking at the chat. I want to throw this out there real quick. Aunt Jack says, when you unplug it, make sure it's not just software. Unplug your camera and mic physically. I unplug my my blue microphone right in the back. And then I unplug my webcam from the USB port here on the front of my computer, not the back. I make sure it's the front, that way it's easy to unplug. So yeah, I understand that, but that is good advice for anybody who's going to listen to this, because we might be the first ones to talk about this. So yeah, seriously, unplug your stuff if you don't want to be spied on, and don't join a random hangout anymore, because they could just turn your camera on. I mean,
it would be interesting to have somebody join us that is on a camera, all right, to see whether or not you can do it on a camera. Or on a phone, rather, to join us on a phone.
Like I was saying with phones, most millennials have literally their entire lives on their phones, and it's very easy to download the information off somebody else's phone without them knowing.
Yeah.
Well, I can do it right now. Someone's just got to send me an invite on Hangouts itself.
And that's why That's why my smartphone isn't that smart.
Yeah, Dodge, if you can send me on Hangouts a fucking an invite, and go on my phone, you can see if you can turn my camera on.
Go on, somebody.
Oh, hang on. Let's see if I can join.
Yeah, try the link I sent you originally in Discord if you have Discord on your phone. I was responding to Eldritch, so.
Might want to make sure you tell Eldritch about this as well, okay?
Oh.
All right, so Farty, are you on your phone? I'll give it a try.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Yeah, send me a. You got to send me a fucking an invite. Because it's that weird shit that was happening the other week with my phone, where I can get on the Hangouts, but I can't join a call for some reason.
That's fun.
All right, I'll send you the link on Hangouts or whatever. You guys talk while I'm doing that. You know how my computer is, guys.
Yeah, no worries.
This becomes problematic for everyone.
Hang on. Let's see if that works.
Well, while you're looking at that, we'll see you appear because you should appear twice.
Yeah.
There should be two of you once you sign in again. You should be on two different devices. There you
Okay,
are.
here we go. Okay.
Ow.
Sorry, guys. Hang on, I'll mute one end.
There you go.
Oh, that hurt.
Oh my god,
Okay.
there's two of them.
All right, it's the one that's not muted. So try a camera on that one.
All right, Mad Dodge, go ahead and try and get him.
Do it, Mad Dodge.
You know, this could be a bad thing because I'm curious to see where he's pointing that camera. It could be kind of dangerous.
Actually, here's what it says: video mute is unavailable for mobile users, so it's not for mobile. So if you have a PC, I can turn your camera on. Why are they okay? I don't know. I like they had to do this on purpose, man.
Yeah, this is not a mistake. This is not inadvertent memes. I don't care what you say. This is something they did intentionally.
Yeah. Frightening though, isn't it? Especially when you work on the idea we found this by accident. It was just pure chance. Mad went, oh, I wonder what this does. And then suddenly we're sitting there going, oh shit.
Hey Jensen, you realise what this means?
Go on.
This is why B knows where you hide all the cookies.
God damn it. I wonder
Well, you know what people could say now is that people could sit up there and go back and say they kicked me off for having porn on YouTube. All right. In reality, what it was is they turned the camera on at the wrong time. They've given me a strike for an invalid strike because you turned my camera on.
No, you've got me thinking about writing.
Batman, I need to get this in because apparently 28 minutes ago, Tim Pool uploaded a video saying Google has a list of everything you've spanked to. So I just want to steel man your point.
And
so I have a list of everything Google spanks to.
Wait, you mean we're beating Tim Pool to the story as well, right?
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything else.
Oh,
no.
I'm not publicly tweeting it just because I'm not sure I want to. That's why I asked it as a question and not a definitive statement.
Tim Pool, what he's referring to is the fact that any of the search engines, anything you type in your address bar and everything is going to be.
Oh, everything's logged. No, I mean, I think
they have the connection.
No, B, Google isn't weeping at your history. It's hiding in a corner, whimpering.
It's all right, B.
I'm thinking you've got me thinking. In fiction now, what we've been seeing, you've just given me the idea for the digital version of that famous film Rear Window.
No,
yeah, some guy's bored, so he going using this feature, and he's looking at different people's cameras. He comes across some guy murdering his wife.
Oh yes, I've heard of this.
Instead of just looking out of his rear window.
Well, yeah, no, and even if they only keep it to PC users, the majority of YouTubers run a computer. They don't do YouTube through a cell phone. Believe me, when I first tried 3 years ago, I tried. And no, it's garbage. And I moved to a computer as soon as I could.
Oh, dude, even on the Mac platform, the iOS, I mean, this seems to be compromised.
Well, just on that Rear Window sort of thing, you know, they've already got something like that. It's called Snapchat, where you look up other people and look through their rear windows when they're chucking a brown eye at the camera.
I can imagine if you actually had the butt dial to hang out and turn the camera on.
But this isn't, you know, this kind of stuff is the more dangerous crap that goes on, right? Because, like I said, you can try and play the game of, oh no, it's an inadvertent hole. Oh no, it's a buffer overflow thing that they just didn't catch. All right. This is nonsense. This isn't a buffer overflow. This is a direct feature that was added.
Yeah, no, and the thing is, if there is a difference between a mobile user and a PC user, then I'd say they did it on purpose. You can't really argue at that point, memes, unless you got an argument. Go ahead, sir.
I mean, this just seems wrong. I mean, I'm looking up the Google Hangouts updates right now.
It seems wrong?
No. By what the attorney said, he's like, not without huge disclaimers. But then again, he said that even still, that probably violates privacy laws.
Seems
Probably.
wrong.
We have to assume benevolence before
No, memes. We don't have to assume benevolence.
Yeah, he's talking. He's repeating what a lawyer's saying. Lawyers always speak like that.
Yeah,
and reading the chat, I've got to ask Jensen.
Yeah.
Are you B's calculator?
Well, in all fairness, yes. The number of times she turns around to me and say, "What's this come to?" and I usually get it right. So yeah, I am technically.
Yeah,
and yes, I'm utterly embarrassed about her.
You know, MC's right. I mean, like, it's a specific function that you need to go into to press and then make something happen. This isn't a mistake. It's not like you went to mute somebody and all of a sudden their camera activated.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and I know we're beating a dead horse, but I swear to God, this is draconian. And if Google wants to clean up their image with all the YouTube scandals in 2018 and late 2017, this isn't the way to fucking do it, guys.
Mad Dodge, don't you have a constitution in front of you?
I do always.
Do you have the extended amendments?
Yeah, but it's got spyware in it, so don't use it.
It's a placemat.
It's got spyware in it. Don't use it.
It's a scroll.
It's got spyware in it. Don't use it.
Oh, magic squirrel. I saw magic bullocks earlier.
Memes, I'm going to shoot you one of these days. I really am.
Well, that is your right.
No. Sharati says that.
And I understand why.
Seem to have that effect.
I've never heard MC actually say that. That is awesome.
I have.
MC. We need to clarify. That was satire. We may have an attorney joining us.
What's that? We don't know who else is listening in. That's the thing you want to think about, people.
You know what I'm really upset about is here's Mad Dodge, this dingleberry from frickin' Oregon, letting people know about my group's frickin' activities on the internet. God damn it.
Dingleberry. That's so hard to say about the poor guy.
So wait. Didn't Fuckwit already touch on this? It's just like sometimes those conspiracy theorists are right. Isn't the original channel intro saying that we also delve into conspiracy theories, and every once in a while there may be some semblance of truth?
The thing, okay, is the fact that this has come up on the conspiracy night.
I think it's synchronicity. Oh, let me send him.
Yeah, just saying. There's the Constitution right there. There you go.
Dodge, is that the abridged or the pop-up version?
So just real quick, just like on the subject of attorneys and whatnot, what do you get when you have 300,000 attorneys chained together at the bottom of the ocean?
A good start.
A good
fuck you lot.
All right. This includes the Declaration of Independence and our Articles of Confederation. It's the whole version.
I was being facetious, Dodge.
I don't care. I'm going to answer your question.
Hey,
damn it.
Farty.
Yeah.
What do you throw to drowning attorney?
A brick.
His wife
Yeah.
joking.
Yeah, good one.
Hey,
Yeah.
a life preserver, because if I'm getting thrown in there as well, I'll probably bring one or a couple.
How do you stop an attorney from drowning?
Take your foot off his neck.
Oh, for fuck's sake! That's also an Abo joke too. That's right.
Yeah.
Can't be racist
Right,
anymore.
party jokes from where we come from.
You got to
Well,
remember the brick.
How'd the attorney break his nose?
Kept running into your fist.
Oh, no. And by the way,
The ambulance Jason stopped.
the camera is unplugged
Good
again.
one.
But no, you said something about the Constitution. Yeah, I keep it on my desk. And you see it, it's well read. Like, it's worn, man. I've gone through that bitch a fucking ton of times.
Right. With all this information, would you dare use the toilet in like a modern mall now with all the software, hardware there is in there?
Well, from one page on fucking Pornhub, I don't think you should, because you'd be surprised where they can mount a camera nowadays.
Yep.
Well, no, yeah, and seriously, like, back to beating the dead horse, but I could turn on your camera memes right now. I had to plug mine in and turn it on manually. I could just turn yours fucking on because you're on the laptop, aren't you? Like that little webcam staring right at you, ain't it?
Is this what it feels like to be threatened?
I'm not threatening you.
Is this a good time? No, I realize, but I'm just saying, I'm like, wow, this is something where it's like, I feel like this is just like a bug or something. Oh, well, unintended consequences.
Oh, dear, it's going to be so difficult to go out and get yourself a 60-cent roll of fucking gaffer tape. Oh, dear.
Do you realize that of all the people here, I'm probably the least conspiracy-minded individual. If I'm telling you that this had to be intentional, you should take that and say, wait a minute here, why is MC even thinking this is intentional?
Yeah.
It's obvious that it has to be. There's no.
I have to assume benevolence before. I have to assume just simple error before.
Well, why?
No. I'm with
I'd want the same in return.
I'm with MC.
If evidence proves otherwise, that's a different story. But
the evidence already proves otherwise. Memes. You can't sit up there and have a feature like this added. All right, just. On accident, you've got to actually code software to actually turn cameras on.
Oh, no, I believe that. When YouTube was down like a month ago, when they were updating like back-end software, I think this could be something similar.
No, memes!
Small hairy creatures.
Oh,
there is a good thing to this. Good point to part of this. If you're on a channel and there's a camera there who you don't like the look of, you can turn a camera off.
Well, the ability to mute camera seems like something that they would put in, but it seems like they added additional functionality.
Well, see, I'm with MC, and like, especially too, considering that I profess myself as being a conspiracy debunker. And when we're both saying that, that you had to do this on purpose.
There's no other way to do it. It's got to be a deliberately added feature.
Yeah.
You've got to install the hardware to do it first.
Well, yeah, no, and the thing is, though, turning off a camera. Someone starts acting like a jackass. You got Andy Worski upside down, lighting his nipple on fire. Maybe you want to turn the motherfucker's camera off. Okay,
that seems like a benefit. No, that seems like a benefit. If somebody's doing something inappropriate, the ability to turn it off is one thing. The ability to turn it on that's a violation of privacy. The ability to censor whatever content's going on, that's up to the individual. But as individuals,
though. Real quick. Memes. Directly, dude. They didn't. Okay, they could have put in the turn off feature, just like the mute feature, which right now I can mute anybody here. That's easy enough. But they built it in to where I could remotely from the Cascade Mountains, or as I open the show, broadcasting live from Northern England in my fucking castle, I could fucking turn your camera on when you're sitting in fucking Massachusetts. Dude, there's an issue with that, man.
Is it more of a conspiracy if I was born in 1984?
It'd be a thing if
Well,
everybody could turn cameras off. Since no one can turn cameras on or off, except for Dodge, that's an issue.
Mad, before we carry on, Shirati has asked for a link to this stream, so if you want to DM it to her, your choice, dude.
I think you should.
If nothing else, you can scare the hell out of her by turning her camera on and off.
You know what's going to happen? You're going to turn a camera on, and the mannequin's going to be standing there.
Hey, who was it last week? It was getting freaked out by some fucking mannequin chasing him, and it turned out it was that weird Sheila with the Mickey Mouse fucking Hitler stash.
I have no idea what you're
that was me.
Yeah.
Because I kept hearing folks talking about something, and then there was just like this mannequin-looking thing with like a 38 special, just like pointing at me, and like it didn't make a sound. I didn't know who it was, and then it made a sound, and it jumped up on the screen. I didn't know what the hell was happening.
So, have you?
We're triggering Doku. We're triggering Doku. So I mean, aside from being the first people we know of to cover a potential like major story with Doku, by the way, if you join the hangout, we can actually see your beautiful Qui-Gon Jinn face, because there appears to be a camera override bug. So not only can you turn off someone's camera, you can turn it on as well.
It's not a bug.
It's not a memes. Memes. Here's your question. Fucking, have you had your MK Ultra pills today?
Wait, what? I'm on all relevant medication.
This is, I mean, how can you call this? I just, memes. How can you look at this and call it a bug?
It's not a bug.
Because otherwise Google makes a serious
leftists, folks. This is why when they say that they're a leftist, you know that they're insane.
Now, you know what's going to happen when this thing comes out? Basically, the people behind it are going to do that YouTube thing like they did the last time. It's like, oh, we're sorry. We didn't know. It was a breach of your privacy.
Wait a minute, though. When it comes out, it just came out. And I see Doku in the chat, dude. If you want to join, man, I'll send you the link. Because this is a bunch of bullshit. And Doku, I bet you if you're on a computer, I could turn your camera on. So
no, I mean when everybody else finds out about it, like that's what I mean when it comes out, when enough people kick up enough stink for them to actually apologise for it and go, oh shit, yeah, we didn't realise that would have been a privacy issue. Oh, we're terribly sorry. Don't get angry with us because we're just dumb cunts and we didn't know any better. Bull fucking shit. There are well-established fucking rules and protocols and all this kind of stuff that have been put in place well before this and that you should have gone through. It's like with the banks and this deposit ATM thing, which was used by organised crime to fucking as a free thing, and then they went, oh geez, we didn't know that was going to happen. Bull fucking shit. There's rules that have been in place for 20 fucking years or so that means that you shouldn't have that actually happen. Same thing with this. There are rules. There have been precedents. There are all these kind of stuff that's already in place that they should have thought of and looked at before fucking they deliberately did this.
Well, they deliberately sit up there and made it so that they could manipulate your camera, all right, remotely. Period. That means somebody added software to intentionally turn this stuff on and off. And furthermore, not only did they do that, they made it so that if it's a mobile device, well, it'll notice that it's on a mobile app, so it won't activate. That's how in depth and how much coding that and how they were looking at it, how far they went into it. This is not something spur of the moment. There's no excuse for this, memes. You can't come back and say no. You know, this could have been something else. No, it can't. It cannot be something else.
Exactly. A fuck up is one in, all in. A fuck up is one in, all in. So my phone should have fucking done exactly the same thing as the laptop, but no, it didn't. They've actually had forethought to fucking do something different.
Well, in that case, I mean, this would have to be legal then.
No.
Whoa. A company has to do something legal because it's legal, right? What a stupid statement is that?
Is it illegal?
Yep.
Well, I'm pretty sure since no one knew about this until today and everyone's kicking up a fucking stink about it, I don't think this is legal.
Means you have privacy laws in the United States where you can actually go to jail if you break them, correct?
Oh, yeah.
This is
yeah?
in violation of privacy laws.
Which one?
All of them.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about.
Well,
Yeah,
well,
this
in
is-
some wait a minute. I'll answer you, memes. In some states, not Oregon, if you're in a public, wait a minute, we're not in public places. Oh fuck, memes, I forgot.
Wait
It's
a
pretty
second,
much
MD.
all
No,
over.
I'm sitting in my bedroom.
No,
I should
we are on a public
Exactly.
forum.
We're on a public forum, but we are not out on the street where it's legal to record. We are in our houses.
If this is a public forum, then you can't ban people for speech.
Oh yeah, can't have it both ways. I'm with you on that one,
There
MC.
you go.
Yeah,
There you go. So then the mute function's fucking illegal too.
Oh,
well, but they do ban people. And also now I can just turn on cameras willy-nilly. And guess what? You can't turn on my camera. That's a little one-sided, isn't it?
oh, your big brother.
Yeah, pretty much, because I'm hosting a stream. I'm the boss, right? I could turn on any fucking chick's camera. I could turn on Memes' fucking camra. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Well,
No,
I
this
don't know.
is bullshit.
I don't know about.
This
I
is
don't know about
bullshit.
Big Brother. I don't know about Big Brother, but if Dodge got gained some pounds and got grey hair, he'd look like Stalin.
There you go,
Oh,
Mad Dog. Just
he's
become
too
far
tall.
more liberal in your beliefs, and maybe people would vote for you for so.
Mad Dodge, also known
Stalin
as
was a
Napoleon.
No,
Hey,
I can
hey,
actually
I'm
see.
6 feet tall. Wait a minute, I'm 6 feet tall, motherfucker. Like,
I
no.
can actually see some fucking YouTubers fucking abusing the hell out of this. There's that one fucking real weirdo looking fucker that was given bloody Blair White shit. Can't remember his name off the top of my head, but fucking he was.
Yeah, we all know.
He
who
was
you mean.
also. Yeah, he was also getting fucking young girls to take photos
Yep.
of themselves in their underwear and send them in so he can give them
Onision.
body
Onision?
positive.
Was that
Yeah.
Onision, I think?
Onision, that's the one. Yeah, Onision. Yeah, he was getting little girls to fucking send in pictures of them in their underwear just so he can give them body positive fucking reactions and shit like that. Can you imagine him? Oh, yes, we'll get you on a live stream and all this. Don't turn your cameras on and all this kind of stuff. And then, like off air, oh, yeah, we're talking and all this kind of stuff. And I'll just turn your camera. What are you wearing at the moment? Oh, nothing. Okay, yes, I'll turn that on. And where's my bandy cam?
Yeah, then you'll hear from him. Oh my god, oh, that's disgusting.
Wait a minute. That's an interesting. No, that's an interesting concept, actually. With this feature in Google Hangouts, can you actually hack Google Hangouts and then turn on any camera in a network that is connected to Hangouts?
Well, no, it doesn't matter. Like you could just invite, like Onision, he'd just fucking invite a whole bunch of underage girls, and where they've got their avatars up and all this kind of stuff, fucking off air. Not whilst he's doing it on, in public, because everyone would fucking go, oh, hang on a minute, you cunt. Do it off air, and then surreptitiously turn a camera on here and there, and bit of bandy cam here and there, and oh yeah, what do you think about when you think about this? That I think about touching myself. Oh really? Oh yeah. So think about it now. Turn the camera on. And turn bandy cam on.
I get your point. I get your point. You don't have to elaborate anymore. Onision is a fucking sick bastard, first off. Second, you're right. Isn't that giving him the power to do this fucking sick shit? Batman
exactly.
No, Party, not Batman. Party is talking about. Yeah.
And as soon as cunts figure this out, how fucking long do you think it's going to take for it to happen? If I've already thought about it,
probably in 30 minutes from
is this something that is actually we should actually signal boost, because I only let certain folks know, and then I sent DMs to certain folks that may have the ability to.
I think everybody should know that the admin or the fucking person that runs the Hangout can now turn on your camera involuntary. I think everybody should know that. I think this is ridiculous. And once again, to the people that hate the new format, once again, this proves why we're moving away from Hangouts.
Well, that's just going on with like what I was saying before again too, about how dumb people are with technology and how they don't protect themselves and all this kind of stuff. The people Onision was preying on were fucking really young cunts who got absolutely no fucking clue whatsoever. So, yeah, exactly. And they're going to be the most vulnerable to it. So, yeah, no, fucking shout this to the ether, man. Fucking get every cunt known about this. This has got to stop.
Yeah, no, this feature needs to go the fuck away. It's not funny. I don't think it's hilarious that I can turn on Memes' camera. That is not fucking cool at all.
I've just got this image now of an Asian doing that, and he turns on this camera and he finds out that more than half of the people in the hangout are actually middle-aged trannies with voice changes.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, nice.
That'd be funny.
It would be hilarious. Or
Yeah,
even
that might be what he wants. You never know.
Or even that it's
Hey,
a bunch around my fathers
You
outside of
can't
his
turn my
house.
camera on involuntary if I already turned it on myself, motherfucker.
Okay, well,
It's
turn it back
Jesus!
off. Turn it
Google,
off. I want to
suck
prove
my
it to
dick.
you. I want to prove it to you that I can do this because
Okay.
I did it at the beginning of the show. But turn it off.
Okay.
All right. Nope, it's on again. All right.
All right, turn it off.
Oh
Turn it
wait,
off.
no, you're a mobile user. Yep, you're on your cell phone.
Yep.
You
Oh,
win.
so it only works if you're not on mobile.
Yeah, you have
Only works on computers.
Computer thing.
And Memes thinks that that's an accident that they noticed that.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
No. Well, here's the thing. It's just it may not be working as intended.
What do you mean it's not working as intended? Where are you
Memes.
Okay, memes. Can I prove to Doku here that I'm not lying? I'm gonna turn on the camera. Is that okay? All right.
Yes.
I'm turning on Memes' camera. There's Memes. All right, I did that. Not
Turn
him.
it off! Turn it off!
Okay. I got you. There you go. It's back off.
What do you mean Memes not working as intended?
Because if it
Yeah,
is,
see, I'm not
this may violate laws.
Do you think they're going to give a shit about that, though?
How can this not be working as it's intended?
You do realize, MC, it's like, I mean, again, there may be other folks doing this right now, but otherwise we are covering a story that may potentially cost Google millions of dollars.
Yep.
Oh,
Potentially.
I can guarantee that I would freaking be on the stream.
Well, synchronicity.
Okay.
You know what the funny thing would be is if somebody in their Google head office has just stuck a pin in a book and picked the stream and allowed Matt to do that as a joke.
Let's stick with proving it.
You
still got the tape over your camera, right, Quinn? Because I know you don't want your face revealed. You have the tape over there still. Okay, no, Farty, you still have the tape on there, or Quinn? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So here is a picture of Quinn's tape. Go ahead and talk, sir.
Hello. I'm hoping you can all see a big red glow because that's all you're going to bloody
see. Your picture's coming through perfect.
Count how many fingers I'm shoving here.
Wait,
We know that the redness has nothing to do with tape or anything else. It's the blood splatter from his victim.
No, we have 20 people watching right now, and when we first talked about this, we only had a few. I'm not lying, people. I could turn on cameras at will. Other than mobile users and MC and his damn classified blocking fucking technology. But other than that,
the basic VPNs actually, I think, have that plugin where it can remotely deny camera access.
Hey, I was messing with MC. Shut up.
No, but then again, you shouldn't have to do that, right? That's what we're arguing about.
No, we're saying that this is illegal, highly illegal. This is something that this should not have even been a thought of putting onto a platform. Why would you even think? Oh, you agree? And yet they had to manually put this on. They had to physically do this coding, and you still want to come back and go, "Oh, it's probably an accident."
What if somebody checked the wrong box?
What do you mean?
I'm not a back-end engineer. I don't know how this works. I know mistakes get made.
Meeves, how can you say this was a mistake? This is a feature that was added. Are you going to say that they added the feature by mistake?
Maybe. I don't know. I haven't heard what they have to say. Are you
going to tell me that Google, they were thinking about actually going in there and invading your privacy and then accidentally said, you know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and code it. No. But the no didn't get to the people who are actually doing the coding?
I haven't gotten a tweet response from them yet. It's only been like 33, 35 minutes. They probably get tweeted at a lot. And this is one of those things I'm not sure I'm comfortable signaling.
No, I'm gonna throw my hat, and I hope it hits you all the way in Boston. Son of a bitch! Dude, no! Stop it, memes. Stop. You cannot make excuses for these rich fucks that want to invade our fucking privacy. They do it every goddamn day with our browsing fucking history. Now they want to fucking let me look at you in your goddamn bedroom. It's bullshit.
Don't you want to just hit him like Gilligan? Like the
dude, yeah,
like the skipper, like a...
right now, I feel like I'm Alex Jones. Like turning the goddamn frogs gay.
No, you're turning the goddamn cameras on. Welcome, Doku.
Oh, hi. How you doing?
Well, I've been doxxed twice tonight.
Are you enjoying your privacy?
You're lacking
not as much as I was yesterday.
Hey, I just gave myself a face reveal, and Falcon is making fun of my long hair. I'm gonna go bald eventually. Damn it! Let me enjoy it while I got it.
Yeah, you do realize that you do look like Jesus from The Walking Dead, right?
Oh no! I'm already trying to get him to do a spot for the Redeye where he's Jesus and he's just telling people to like and subscribe. It'll be great at the beginning of every fucking Redeye. It'll be wonderful.
Good children, followers of the Great Lord. Please like and subscribe, and just remember that MADDS Productions does not directly represent nor does it endorse any of the opinions that are expressed here on the Redeye stream. And,
obviously, MADDS doesn't really believe that privacy is important in this case.
Hey, you dare do that, Timothy. You know better. This is like, come on. I went full Alex Jones for a minute. Like, you don't think I care? Like, God damn it.
Falcon apparently thinks I'm gay. That's kink shaming, Falcon.
He's looking for a date. No, I'm joking. I'm just joking.
He probably is, actually.
I'm sorry.
No, I think he grew up in the 90s where everything you didn't like, you always said it was gay or something like that. So,
okay, Doku. Let's say you're hosting Exiled Opinions, but you're doing it.
Long hair.
Wait, real quick, Batman. But you're doing it via Hangouts, which you guys don't usually do. I know that, but you are. And there he goes. Bye. Never mind. Okay, go ahead, Batman. Whatever joke you had.
He said, don't show that Falcon has got long hair.
I have no idea if he does, but I guess we can turn on his camera if he joins us and find out. No, I'm laughing, but this is ridiculous, isn't it? Once again, we're going round and round in circles, but we need to because, damn it, what happened to privacy in the modern era? Do we not have that right anymore, MC? I know Jensen doesn't. He's in the UK. I mean, look at London. I mean, fuck me.
The stuff is out of control, and people have got to start realizing. One of the problems with technology is this: there's a lot of users out there that do not understand the underlying technology. They know how they use it. They know if I push this button, I see X, Y, or Z, or I get X, Y, Z, it does this. They don't understand the background of what it takes to do a lot of the things, or what's going on in the background, how these circuits actually work, how these connections actually work. Okay? And they think it's some kind of mystical thing. And it's not really mystical. It can be complicated to an extent, but for the most part, it's just logic. There's just logic trees that have been developed, and you can follow them along using simple logic.
See, you do realize that the vast majority of people out there in the first world do not know idea one of how any technology that they own works, and I'm on about the basics here.
Well, no. Well, here's the thing on that, Batman. To what MC was saying, it's like if you break it down rudimentarily, you have your client connection. So you're on your computer, you're on your phone,
I know.
And then that phone runs along the lines and everything like that to whatever station you go to, whatever particular node, cell tower, runs along the fiber optic network across the country, the world. Basically, the internet is a series of tubes.
Memes. I don't care.
Not exactly.
MADDS, sorry about that. Hangout crashed.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I don't care, memes. I don't care what the internet is. Okay, Al Gore, shut the fuck up and go hunt your man.
It seems to be broken right now.
I don't care. no. Hey, hunt man, bear pig for a second. Let the grown-ups talk. The thing is,
good thing you didn't turn on the camera earlier when I was taking a leak.
Oh boy!
But that's the thing. That's the thing.
MADDS, what were you going to ask me?
I'm going to ask you this simply. I had a big old rant, but I'm going to cut it out. Dude, what the fuck, man? If you're hosting your own show and you can just have anybody on, like, they've always been hiding behind their avatars, right? And they're not smart enough to unplug their camera. Wouldn't you be tempted to hit on camera? And if you did, isn't that a fucking violation of their damn privacy and none of your goddamn business? Because they didn't fucking tell you should.
I mean, I personally, I would never do it, but then again, I'm an asshole considering I just showed my face and I'm going to let Falcon make fun of me until the end of time for it. But I personally don't give a shit. But yeah, I think if somebody doesn't want their face out there, it seems like that it would be their right to do so and to give the host the right to do that. First off, it would be dickish of the host to do so.
Of course,
to give them that kind of power seems a little. I don't know. It's a slippery slope. It's a bit of a rabbit hole, shall we say?
No. Real quick, I don't think it's a slippery slope. I think it's a drop-off cliff, and I'll tell you why. Because a lot of YouTubers really don't give a shit. They want the clicks, and they'll turn that camera on. I guarantee it.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, I just did, so I think I just proved that point for you.
Yeah, no, and like what we were going about on the Christmas Eve, Christmas Day massacre, depending on where you were when it happened, fucking bloody Scooby is already told everybody he was fucking going to dox cunts and all this kind of stuff. So now that just gives him, like, if for someone like me who likes my anonymity, because, fuck you, I'm going to show everybody what you look like. Well, for me personally, it doesn't really matter because I've shown my face several thousand times. You just look at my YouTube videos, all this. But back in the day, I was covering my face just to fucking piss the truthers off. And it was a whole thing of like, yeah, okay, if you did 2 seconds of fucking research, you could find my face. But that was a point that they did all the research and they did all the investigation, yet they couldn't find my face and called me a coward for covering my face. But fucking Scooby could fucking just go, right, well, fuck you, cunt. I'll just show every cunt your face. You know, just that kind of stuff. Yeah.
So this one's for MD. So according to the U.S. Constitution, for the Fourth Amendment, the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated.
Well, not just that. There is local precedent.
Wait. He asked me. Okay, what they are talking about is they're talking about a government search and seizure. They're not talking about me in Oregon turning on your camera. So that's kind of a false analogy.
No. There is some part of that because there are some funny laws in some funny states, like you can't fuck a squirrel in your house on a Tuesday, which never gets enforced because they can't search your house whilst you're doing it. No one can look in your window and all this kind of stuff to watch you fucking a squirrel on a Tuesday afternoon. That's the whole point of this. So you want to fuck a squirrel in this particular state on a Tuesday afternoon when it's illegal, no one's actually allowed to fucking see you do it if you have your blinds closed. But if you have your fucking laptop sitting in the corner and then some cunt turns it on, catches you on a Tuesday afternoon fucking a squirrel, then that's actually breaching your privacy. So what? You're doing something that's illegal? But the way they got the evidence is also illegal as well.
Yeah, and what happens if it turns out it's not a squirrel, but it's a cat in a squirrel outfit?
That's exactly right.
And
real quick, I want to read the chat because Falcon in there said something pretty good. So Patriot Act much? MC, you want to field that one?
I think he's gone for a minute.
Before you guys get too off topic, I do kind of want to ask the question. So to use the analogy that you just brought up, wouldn't you have to at least consider the reason as to why you're turning on the camera in the first place, regardless if you're
Before you get there, Goku, wouldn't you ask the question, why would Google put this kind of software onto this platform to begin with?
Well, now you're back in. There was a question directed to you.
There's the other thing. You're putting this kind of accessible software onto like this platform. Yeah, you get young teenagers and irresponsible idiots running hangouts.
Yeah,
if we turn the camera on right now.
MC, I got a bone to pick with you.
Okay, what are you going to yell at me about?
You threatened to shoot memes.
Did I?
Yes, you did. You said I will shoot you, memes.
Hey, memes deserves it, and he knows it.
Yes,
Wait,
but that's my shtick, not his.
I've got a question.
That is true. I told him.
But Sharada, you don't have drones at your disposal.
Memes has been begging me not to use a rock.
Yes, he can drone memes, not shoot memes.
Shooting a missile, shooting a gun, same shit, different smell.
What if the rock is being directed by a drone? Does that count?
No, I think the rock is usually being directed by a director.
It only matters if the rock is heavily metal based and it's being propelled by some form of magnetism at high speed.
It doesn't have to be propelled by magnetism or anything else. It just has to be traveling.
Well, technically, you get copper and lead out of the ground.
Hold on. What if the rock's not even in this movie?
Yeah.
What you're saying, he's going to shoot his jizz on his face.
Well, we'll sell far less tickets.
And Tucker, I have a question for you.
Okay.
When you were fighting those walkers, did it hurt when that whisperer stabbed you in the back?
It itched a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a festering wound. Eventually, I'll come back as a zombie in like season 24 or something.
Well, okay. Well, no, I want to get back on topic here. Okay, so we understand Google did it on purpose, right? Memes. You're the only one that has.
Wait, what? No, we don't know that. I haven't gotten a response yet on Twitter.
Okay, memes. Now you're just moron.
What do you mean? No.
Can I just butt in for a sec? Girati, are you not absolutely horrified at the fact that while you're on this stream, the stream owner could turn your camera on and your kids would be appearing live on screen? Does this
No, she's not, because she's already on Pornhub.
No, we can't. I'm on mobile.
Okay. I wanted it because I know you're very protective of your children and all that. It's just, this is something people need to know about.
I think she's not always on mobile. Sorry, Quinn.
Shirati, I suspect now that your camera's always going to be pointing at that mannequin, isn't it?
Okay, here's perhaps a relevant. Shirati, go ahead, but I have a relevant question afterwards.
Go for it.
Is there any update or change to Google's terms of service, specifically regarding Hangouts?
Not that we know of.
Yeah, I haven't seen one.
So far as I knew, it was supposed to be getting shut off, or
it still is
got
supposed
rid of.
That's what I'm saying. It could be just an update.
No,
a back end thing, because this happened with the YouTube. It went down. It's just it wasn't this concerning. It's just
I cannot turn on your YouTube channel remotely. I couldn't just steal your YouTube channel. I could turn on your memes. I don't want to do it again, but I can turn on your fucking camera, dude. Like, how many times does it take for me to bust this into your head before you finally get it that Google is out to get you?
If I was a conspiracy theorist, that would absolutely terrify me. But again, I feel
Archie means conspiracy theorist mean your IQ would increase.
Like I said, it's not like someone muted you and then all of a sudden took over your camera. That's a glitch in the matrix. That's a fuck up in the algorithm. The actual function to turn your camera on is there. It's an actual button. They've actually made it a specific thing that you can go and do to specifically make your camera turn on. It's not a fuck up where, like, say YouTube, all of a sudden the comments are all fucked up because they want to change the icon of the YouTube icon to fucking, celebrate LGBTQ week or some fucking bullshit like that. It's a specific button to go and turn your camera on or off at will.
The specific functionality, and there are plugins
it would seem like
purpose.
It would seem like an intentional feature, wouldn't it?
It has to be. It has to be an intentional feature. And I keep trying to explain this to memes who keeps coming back with this, you got to sit up there and give them the benefit of the doubt. No, There's no other way you can
all I
do
know
this.
is in the Burning Crusade of World of Warcraft, you could
Because
basically
that's what the
override
rules
into a
said.
swim fly function and solo
You know,
like
I'm gonna
world
sound like
bosses.
cabbage.
It
This
was not
is
working
real.
as intended.
This is real life memes. This
Nah,
isn't a
memes.
joke.
I know,
When-
and we
when-
turn on
when
my
fantasy
camera
freaking
twice.
When two debunkers are telling you you're
MC.
wrong memes, you must be the one that is wrong. Because we're not even considering the conspiracy here.
MC.
It just seems
Memes
really
brings
weird. It
Everybody
doesn't seem
is
like
nice.
it doesn't seem like it would be unintentional if there's a specific feature for it. And maybe they plan to roll it out in the future. It doesn't seem like a bug.
That's why I say maybe somebody checked an extra box. Okay.
Why would you sit up there
let you
and
turn
think
why would
the
that
camera
exist?
off
this
and they
as a
accidentally checked
meme?
the turn camera
That
on
means you
from
consider
admin software.
doing this. You consider giving people the power of this feature. Why would you even do that?
Well,
Well,
why
you would
does
have to
the-
let
and that-
somebody know.
Memes.
That's
Can I ask
my
a question?
point. Why does the box exist? Why is this a feature?
Exactly.
Why
It
is
could
there
be
a button to
exactly
do
update
it?
they screwed up
Memes,
on.
can I ask you a question? Do you ever get sick of getting all that sand in your hair when you sit your head in?
What? I haven't been to the beach in a while.
Yeah, but you're still sticking your head in the sand.
No, I'm getting in my car.
It seems really questionable. It doesn't seem like perhaps Google, YouTube made the mistake of whoops. We didn't let people know about this. We didn't
guys,
update
I'm sorry.
the terms of service. But why is that a feature in the first place?
So,
Yeah,
sorry
still
about that,
going on the
Goku, but,
Onision argument,
no,
though.
B brings up in the chat. Wasn't it just like yesterday where emergency services were like, all I know is in my area, it said like 911 functionality may not be there. And this was just yesterday. Do you think it might have anything to do with that?
Well, on a PC, I doubt it.
No, it goes back to the Onision argument. I mean, like, this opens up for all sorts of fucking weirdos to do all sorts of weirdo shit. And then they turn around, when they get caught, they will turn around and say, oh, geez, we didn't know about this. But, like, hang on a minute. Cunts like Onision. If I'm fucking expecting Onision to fucking do weird shit with this thing, fucking, I'm thinking about it right now. We've only known about this for about an hour or so. Like, how long do you think it's going to take for every fucking pedophile on the fucking planet to start doing dodgy shit with this? This is not a good thing.
So
That's not something I even want
The
to
pedophiles haven't already known about it. Whoa, people jumping out.
Well, Sherardi always has a pretty bad connection.
Yeah.
Sorry about my dog in the background, but no, Farty, you're right, dude. People are gonna do shady shit with it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
I mean,
So
it doesn't take much to groom a young person.
And apparently, if there's still power going through your device, even if it's turned off, it can still be activated and used as a spy.
Exactly. That's another thing too. I mean, like, all you need to do is just keep the fucking link open or something like that. And fucking, oh yeah, no, stream's over, see you later. What are you doing later? Oh, I'm gonna go off and fucking take a shower in about 20 minutes. Okay, so 20 minutes from now, I'll activate the camera and watch them getting undressed before they go into the shower, and then I don't know, hang around for another 5 or 10 minutes to see if they come out of the shower still in the nud, and then fucking put their clothes on. Like, that's the kind of shit that, like, you know, like, okay. Before you start thinking I'm the fucking weirdo, I'm one of the people who used to be thinking of what people should and couldn't do. Like, okay, during the 2000 Olympics, I drove a truck through the Olympic site 4 fucking times in the space that the Olympics was going on, just to fucking test the security. Because who was going to suspect a Salvation Army truck? Well, turns out no cunt. And turns out, yes, you can take a Salvation Army truck into the Sydney Olympics with God knows what in the back. I mean, that's the kind of shit I used to be thinking about. Now, not because I'm thinking about it doesn't mean that I'm the fucking weirdo cunt that's going to fucking do it. No, I'm the one that's going to say, hang on, what if they fucking do this? We need to think about that.
Yeah, no, and I see a few new people in the chat. Well, not really new, but just new tonight. Like, hey, what's up, Toya? Yeah, no, Hangouts is now letting you fucking as the Hangout host turn on fucking PC cameras remotely. I can turn on. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Hey, Matt, just because this is relevant, I jumped off and jumped back on just so I can read Hangouts on Air. This video call will be streamed live on Google Plus and YouTube. People who you don't know may be able to watch you. Everything in the video call will be recorded and may be reshared. You must not include any material that you don't own or have the appropriate rights to, and you must comply at all times with the Google Plus user content and conduct policy and YouTube's terms of service and community guidelines.
So you can't say things like,
that's the standard disclaimer.
Well, no, don't go into the what we can't say. Knock it off. No, Goku, though. You may be watched means right now we're on YouTube. You may be watched, but that means your avatar. That doesn't mean I can just turn on your camera. Those are two different things, right?
Yeah. It is kind of a vague way to say things, but literally what it says is people who you don't know may be able to watch you.
That's true. That sounds like their standard disclaimer, but this seems to be an added functionality. So one would think if something had very substantially changed, then you would think that they would amend them or say there was an update.
Yeah, but also followed by everything in the video call, and it's specifically worded, video call will be recorded and may be reshared.
Well, that's because we're live. I just don't think that's a change. But to be fair to them, this might fall under that.
And that's kind of why I'm saying it's a bit sketchy, don't you think?
This does not fall under that. The fact that somebody can turn on your device is beyond somebody just watching.
Oh, yeah, it's terrifying. I haven't done twice.
Going back to the fucking the Christmas Eve, Christmas Day massacre. Fucking if Scooby wanted you on his channel, oh dude, we want to just have a nice chat to you and all this kind of stuff. And while we're at it, click. Haha, there's your face, motherfucker.
Oh,
right. I wasn't gonna do the whole drama angle at all, but you have a goddamn point, right? What if AP jumps on one of their streams and rips Scooby a new asshole, and they turn on AP's fucking camera?
Is this something we need a signal boost? Is that what we've?
Yes, exactly.
I think people need to know that the fucking host of the Hangout, and it's only on Hangouts, people can turn on your fucking camera if you're running a PC. And guess what? Most YouTubers run on a laptop or a PC, and most of us have a fucking webcam. That's the goddamn truth.
The biggest thing about it is that we've only discovered this today, like within the last couple of hours. Now, fucking Scooby could ambush some cunt that's on the internet with their anonymity, and that's pretty much what they want to keep.
Well, the other thing, Fatty, is how many people have already discovered it and have kept it to themselves.
Well, Miss
that's
Al
another thing there too. Exactly, that's another one.
That's a good point. I've been doing the new format. I haven't been using Hangouts, man, in 3 or 4 days. When did this get rolled out? Who has been keeping it to themselves? Let's explore that for a fucking goddamn minute.
If I wasn't on this stream today, I would never have known about it unless you mentioned it the next time I was on. So going back to the whole Scooby thing, fucking if you want to keep your anonymity on the internet and all this kind of stuff, and even your facial features or your version of anonymity, he could lead you to come onto a stream or even not on air and have his Bandicam fucking up and running, and then just go click. There's your face. Click. I'm going to dox you now because I'm only using this kind of as an example because he's already said that he doxes people. He will do it.
It would definitely kind of seem like there is a push, especially on the internet. I mean, I know MC is going to fucking love me for bringing this up. But Sticks talking about, the Internet Bill of Rights or, just some sort of barrier against these tech companies and the attack against, I will call it an attack against privacy or anonymity. Honestly, not that I really give too much of a shit, but it does seem like an invasion of privacy. And it does seem very... unless I guess you live in the EU, unethical.
It goes against the toward the Data Protection Act and the privacy laws in the UK. I don't know about the rest of the EU, but in the UK, it definitely goes against our laws.
I mean, either way, though, I just have to ask. Okay, let me ask just a really simple question. What purpose would this function serve?
Ask Memes, because he keeps thinking that this is okay, and it was just an accident.
I never said it was okay. It could be an accident.
Well, Doku, just real quick, I just want to interject on that, and like with your own personal security and all this kind of stuff. Gaffer tape is only $1 a roll. If you don't have that fucking dollar, come and fucking see me. I'll give you the goddamn
I just got
dollar.
2 new rolls of painter's tape. That's right.
That'll do.
But seriously, no, I really do want to know what anyone would think. What purpose does that functionality serve? It's obviously a function.
The
The
only function it can serve is voyeurism.
Well, the only function that it can serve is whatever they say it will. However, what everyone who's nefarious minded would serve is even up to blackmail. Oh, it's exactly it's the next best thing to fucking revenge porn or fucking getting some cunt's dick pics or cunt pics or something like that, right? Fucking going back to the Onision argument, fucking, oh, this little girl, oh yeah, we're off air, don't worry, and I've got you there, take a picture with Bandicam, and I got you in your underwear now, give me $50.
Well, that's the thing, it's just it's really weird to me that a function like that would even be considered, let alone even if it's accidental.
Real quick, you guys. My wife just got home. I just told her, and you should have seen the look on her fucking face.
No, MD, you can do it again. I consent to you camera doxing me once more because a very dead horse, one of our old friends, has joined us.
Yeah. All right. Well, what's up, Dead Horse? And yeah, all right. I'll do it right now. Okay. I'm doing this. Let's see here. Memes. Camera on. How you doing, Memes? Yeah. Hey, smoking is bad for you, Memes. Cut it out.
Now I want to fucking.
I'm a terrible human being.
Yeah, no, I do smoke. You're right.
I've just noticed something about you. You look very, very slightly like what do you call him from Bill and Ted?
Am I going on an excellent adventure?
But no, I am dead serious. I want me and Memes. I specifically want to ask you this: what beneficial purpose could a function of being able to turn on somebody's camera at will, if you're the one hosting a hangout, serve?
Oh, it seems like a complete violation of privacy. I mean, you have the ability to camera dock somebody. I mean, the only argument I could think of is like if somebody goes quiet in case there's a medical emergency, if you see someone slumped over, you might be able to save them. Like that's the only like beneficial thing I could see.
Okay,
but I mean, is that really going to do you any good if you don't know where they live or who they are? Or
there's an emergency. So I guess you could let Google know.
You can image search them.
I mean, we're trying to start like an entire, is that the purpose behind the facial recognition and everything? We're going to start an entire fucking database about people and just, oh, hey, this
possibly. Possibly you can get their IMEI address or the fucking, what was it, their fucking internet address, the actual fucking modem address and all that shit, whatever this thing's called.
The NIC address. Yeah, the whole thing seems completely fucking Orwellian. And I mean, obviously I'm on mobile, but I turned on my camera willingly. I have that function. If I start having a fucking heart attack right now, trust me, I'm not going to be worried about people seeing my face. It's going to be like, hey guys, here's where I live. Somebody want to call the fucking ambulance real quick?
Well, that's the thing. The first time MD did that, like I wasn't exactly sure. He's like, dude, are you wearing clothes? I'm like, yes, at the moment. And then all of a sudden he's like, let me show you this. I figure he's going to present me like an article I'm going to be terrified about. And all of a sudden, like, oh, my camera just went on. Huh, that's strange. I didn't click my camera reveal.
I don't know, but seems really Orwellian to me, and I don't like it. It seems really nefarious, and it seems really easy to abuse. And
it is.
That's my argument. Like I said, how long before in the world, like was shown in the Max Headroom show? Now, for one thing, it was illegal to have an off button on your TV, partially because they used to watch you through your TV.
Yeah, well, no, exactly, Batman. But my wife and I were just talking. I had one headphone on, so I heard you guys. But No, she brought up a good point. They always roll out the PC version first. How long until I could turn on Sherardi's camera or Doku's on their cell phone? They always roll out the PC version first. That's totally true. Like,
yeah, and getting it back to part of the beginning of the conversation where cunts just started losing their shit when the Large Hadron Collider fucking was switched on. And then getting back to a certain automatic telemachine that they had in Australia where they, but we didn't see this coming and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, bullshit. No, they'd done it on purpose. They skirted the laws. They ignored a whole bunch of fucking lessons that were already there and people who'd said that, no, don't do this because of. And then they're like, I bet you $10, this becomes a big thing when fucking cunts get fucking either blackmailed for their nude pictures or fucking little girls get fucking caught out because Onision did his thing. And then the people who actually did this on purpose, specifically on purpose, will turn around and say, oh, don't blame us. We didn't know. We had no fucking idea and blah, 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 blah. No. You should be thrown off the biggest fucking hill nearest the deepest fucking ocean.
People like memes that they know will sit up there and go, oh, no, there has to have been, we have to sit up there and go on the side of giving them the benefit of the doubt.
No, I got to shut everybody down. We got a Streamlabs donation from Jez. Thank you very much. He says, here's $3. Have a cheap beer on me. Thank you very much, sir. As long as you don't turn on my fucking camera as I drink it.
Click.
Click.
Okay, you know what? I'm just going to point.
Might last longer. Okay.
I'm just going to point something out because if somebody can make an argument disproving it, by all means, be my guest. But if there is an ability, that's embedded within the infrastructure of Hangouts for the person who is running the Hangout to turn on somebody's camera without their permission, they can just do it whenever they fucking damn well please. That's not a fucking glitch. That is something that is embedded within the software. It is a part of the design. It is intentional.
Take a look at. Hold on a second. I just went ahead and decided to take a look at the control panel from my end, and it literally does stay in there. This video call is running an app that gives the moderator the ability to control your audio video settings during the call, such as turning on your camera on or off.
Yeah, that has been
okay. Now, some of those features I do get because Dodge sometimes fucking Eldritch fucking he'll like completely be fine for me, like audible, everything like that, same volume levels, and then when you listen to it backwards after the fact, he's as quiet as a fucking mouse and I'm as loud as all fuck. So having those kinds of audio features, yes, okay. Not control of your microphone to turn it on when you want. Yeah, mute, okay. Not the fucking camera. The camera's got nothing to do with it.
How many times have you been on a live stream and somebody's cameras come on and they haven't realised?
Me personally, none. But I imagine that possibly has happened.
This has been available for several months now, according to a source.
It's been available probably longer than that.
Goku.
Hi, Sherati.
Hi, sugar.
Sherati, put your hands all over my body.
How about no, honey?
Oh, Sherati.
Wait, we've gone into Aladdin?
You need to tell Exiled too.
Oh, are you trying to come back on and do the drinking game again? Got a bottle of rum?
I actually have whiskey, but no, you just need to let Exiled know too.
Yeah, and Sherati, earlier on we were also on about Alexa, and that is a
no. I am not
infamous spy.
No.
No, she is not the voice for Alexa. No,
we weren't actually asking you to play with Alexa.
Those Alexa things are fucking creepy. I hate those.
Yes, so do I.
Then why do you have one?
No,
Because
you
my
can
husband
creep.
loves the damn things.
Oh,
No,
Jesus.
you can, you
Does
can
your
creep
Alexa,
Alexa out.
does your Alexa ever laugh for no apparent reason?
No, but it randomly turns on.
Okay, here's one funny fact about Alexa and Google Home. Both of them can't say the word whore.
I know.
It's funny. Try and get it to say whore. It can't say it. It won't. It's funny.
I've tried to get it to play the song whore. It won't.
Well, I believe you.
All right, guys. I gotta step away for a second. Jensen, you're in charge. I gotta fucking. I smell
And I'm pulling
shampoo
your hair.
and shit like that. So the babies are getting into the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Oh God, you
Like,
want Jensen in charge?
Mad Dodge's kids run wild.
loud in my ear.
They are there to terrorize and let everybody know. Can you imagine what's going to happen when Mad Dodge's kids learn this new capability and what they're going to do as they crawl into your microphones and into your
Are you
house?
for real?
And still
No. You know what'd be hilarious is if Dodger's microphone turned on all of a sudden and you hear one of his kids going, and G.I. Joe was swimming in the water. And G.I. Joe wanted to find out where the bubbles was coming from. So he ventured into the cave from whence they came. And then the big brown shark came.
Awesome.
I don't want you anywhere near me right now. Not when I am in here.
Hang on, let's turn the camera on and find out where she is.
He's on another continent. But if you were in his stream, you could turn on your camera if you're using a remote location.
As we've already seen, I can access my phone, so God knows where I am.
Jensen, have you
got... man, I'm looking through Sharadi's window right now.
Say again, please, Batman.
Have you got
Batman, you having fun in the chat there?
I have access to control panel, but it's saying that you're in a moderated video call, blah, blah, blah. So Dodge is still in control.
Damn.
So it's the moderator that gets the control.
It's only the host, whoever's hosting.
Yeah, but the host can generally pass along control of the control panel.
Yeah, scary, eh? That means that anyone could start looking through your camera when you're not expecting it.
Yeah.
No. He's an even
wondering why
scarier.
I haven't got a camera, because I'd heard about this kind of thing ages ago.
Quinn, here's a conspiracy for you.
Go on.
Why hasn't Dodge given you control over this, and why has he retained control over everyone's cameras?
Because Quinn's a cannibal.
I don't want to break this to you, but I can't eat people over the internet. Trust me.
Well, apparently Quinn is pro-Tyranid, and I'm not pro-Necron, so I think I'm safe.
Well, if there's a thing called cyber sex, then there should be a thing called cyber cannibalism.
I agree.
Okay, now you're jumping down a rabbit hole we don't need to go down.
Mind, I've always wanted to explore cyberspace.
Yeah, did you say cider space?
Yes.
Well, okay, I'm back, and I think overall, the moral of the story is we should all jump off of Hangouts. That shit is not a fucking okay. And I get there's kids in the background. I apologize, but son of a bitch, this isn't okay, right?
Mad, there won't be for much longer. They've got to go to college sometime.
Yeah, apparently Google has, well, like everything else, and since 2016, apparently Google went full Skynet.
That's a good point, Jez Oldfield. Where is Cabby?
Oh,
Cabby has the link, guys. He did get sent the link, so I don't know where he is, but I'm sure this would really piss him off. If I know anybody who enjoys their privacy, it's Cabby.
Yeah.
No, there's a cunt space, honestly.
Mad Dodge, you just got to ask Google. Ask Google, Mad Dodge. I'm sure they know where Cabby is.
Yeah.
Dodge, you see, Cabby doesn't actually have an avatar. He's always got his camera on.
Oh, there's Cabby.
Oh my God, the Large Hadron Collider has done it.
Yeah, Cabby, check your DMs, dude. On Discord, Jensen sent you the link at the very beginning, man. Google allows me to turn on cameras now, buddy. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, this stuff is out of control, and people have got to understand just how dangerous this shit is.
Yeah.
Well, Google has apparently decided to embrace Skynet, and I guess this is okay for reasons. I don't know.
Yes, Cabby, this is a hangout, and unfortunately, tomorrow will be too for the Civil War stream. But after this news, MC, we're gonna have to go to OBS, buddy. We got to be done with hangouts, right?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right.
Have you not thought about using Skype?
I'm not much of a Skype user at all. I can give it a shot though. Straight up, I can try, guys.
Do you mean Skynet?
Yeah, well, it might be SkypeNet.
What,
Skynet. Skynet.
Hey, Mad Dodge, did you guys find out about this today? Like,
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I found out about it when I started the hangout and I sent out the link. I was like, wait a minute, a new thing popped up. It goes, hey, you can now adjust your you can moderate their video and audio. And I'm like, oh, that means I can turn off their camera if they're being a dipshit. That's cool. But no, that's not what it meant. And if you can hear me over the chip bag from Australia, then hopefully it's all good.
It's a crisp packet, actually.
Yeah, I could hear you.
It's a fucking chip bag.
It's a crisp
packet.
Cabby!
It's actually a bar of fruit nut chocolate.
Cabby, do you have?
You little fuck nugget.
Oh, hey, first off, do you have tape? Do you have tape over your camera? Because I want to prove this shit to you. If you have a webcam, I know you're on your computer.
No, I have no camera.
You have no camera. Okay, so I can't prove it to you.
All right. Let's prove this then. Go for it.
Okay. Yeah. I'll fucking turn on Farties. He has tape over it, and we already picked on poor memes enough. There you go.
I heard you defaming me, you little twats.
Hang on, Cabby. Here, watch this shit. Oh, I didn't do this. For some reason, it's not coming up on the stream either.
Oh, it's there.
Yep.
Big back square.
No, we can see your tape.
Yeah, we can see your tape.
What does gaffer tape look like from the inside?
Dark.
Well, now you know.
Yeah, right.
It's later towards where you moved it up.
So basically, Cabby, what Dodge just found out is that he can control your camera if he wants to.
Well, he can't because I don't have one. So good luck on that one.
Yep, same here, cabbage.
Try it anyway.
This is some of the most Orwellian bullshit I have ever fucking heard of.
No, it's not. Really,
which one are we talking about now?
Because we've got people who've got tape over their cameras, and you got Cabby who doesn't have a camera, and you got people who turn their cameras off. They're the smart ones. The ones who leave their cameras open are the ones that fucking deserve it.
Well, apparently, there are backdoors where if your camera's off and it's still connected to your computer, somebody can turn it on.
They can't see shit if there's a lump of gaffer tape over it.
Oh no, they can't. Not unless
that's the point.
Not unless
there's something important. There's something important to point out, and I think Mad Dodge, I believe it was Mad Dodge who said this. It's not just the camera, but it's also the microphone.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, but then again, why are people surprised about that? I mean, people are using Siri. They've got those silly tarts. I mean, why is it always women? Most that Amazon one and the Google
we haven't done that test. Okay, mute yourself, Cabby, and keep talking, and I'll try and unmute you.
Yeah? What are you talking
Mute
about?
yourself. Mute yourself, and let's see if I can unmute you. Because if you mute yourself, that means there's something going on you don't want people to hear.
All right, let's see. I'd rather we did it the other way around, then I don't have to listen to your children. But never mind, we'll do it this way.
Fuck you, Cabby. No, it's not letting me turn it back on. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
My machine works.
So they
because
make
tell
it
me
so
what
that
to
you
do.
can't unmute somebody, but they have absolutely no problem making it so that they can see you.
Cabbage is saying he's got a different setup, weren't you?
Well, wait, Cabby,
Very
are you
different.
on mobile or are you on laptop?
No, I'm on a desktop.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, try it with
try
names
me,
and see if it
Cabbage.
works.
No, Cabbage me.
I'm on a proper computer. I'm on a big boy computer. I got my long trousers.
Ooh.
Oh.
No,
Wait,
I'm gonna mute myself.
Wait,
Try
no.
me.
Okay, all right.
hold on.
Try me.
No.
Just look, he's just trying to mince with you. He's mincing. Don't let him
Oh,
get
you were
away
able
with
to do me.
it. He's flirting.
No, do it again. I want to screenshot this. Hold on.
He's flirting with you.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
So you can unmute. You can unmute memes.
Yeah.
That's a horrible thing.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that's why I figured Cabby had something blocking this. Sorry, Jensen.
Well, I just have my machine. You know, it does
Okay,
what I
hold
want
on,
it to do, not what the NSA wants it to do.
just for the sake of making sure that this is well documented, and maybe that wasn't a fluke. Memes, mute yourself, and Mad Dodge unmute him again. Let's just make sure.
Oh wait, okay. Yeah. I'm muted. I'm unmuted. Yeah, you have both functions.
So he can
No,
mute and
no,
unmute you
no.
and turn on your camera and turn your camera off.
Oh no! And I almost did. My little cursor went right to the camera, and I had to fight the instinct. And that's the thing. I'm a nice guy. How many assholes want to turn on your camera? How many do you think? Come on. Now.
Oh, a lot.
Hey, how many dirty pics do you think Shirati's gathered over the years now?
Well, think about Max Bear and his dick pics. I mean, we're talking terabytes.
Oh, this is some fucking seriously Orwellian bullshit. But again, I have to ask, why? What is the purpose of this? I can mute myself and unmute myself. I can turn my camera on and off. I've proven that already.
Part
Why?
of it is.
Well, hang on. Let's see if it works the other way around. Can I unmute anybody?
More people can do things, the more they want to do it. That's especially true while you get in power.
Well, I want to answer, Cabby. The answer is no. It's actually only the show host. So, like, okay, let's say you're on the cunt stream.
Yeah, dear. Yeah.
Yeah. You get where I'm going? I don't even have to continue talking.
Indeed.
I mean,
we've all seen Liz Reptile's, slimy clam. We don't want to see it again.
I think the more terrifying thing is this has been in play for several months now. Like, there have to be other people that
been there for longer. I mean, Cabbage, I said earlier that I've been on streams where somebody's been talking. Hold on, why is my camera on?
SSM has that problem often.
Yeah.
Just point that out.
Is it a problem, though?
I think that's the phone logging, because the phone was buggy, because before it would auto turn on your camera.
But,
they always claim it's a bug.
This kind of thing makes me glad that I've got an on-off.
There's no way that this is a bug. There is literally no way this is a bug.
If it was a bug, it would apply to everybody. It wouldn't just be specifically.
This is the reason why I'm glad that my headset has an on-off switch for the.
No, but Cabbage, like the reason why this isn't a bug is because there's an actual switch there. It's not like fucking Dodge tried to mute somebody and all of a sudden their camera appeared. There's an actual button that says "turn on this."
No, exactly. Yeah. But I mean, it's clearly intentional.
Here we go. I'll screen share it. That's even more proof. Yeah.
Well, and just something to point out. Okay. I mean, Campbell, on Discord you can mute people.
Oh, the void.
Okay, hang on. Hang on a second. Hang on. Hey, guys, hang on a second. Right, is anyone here? I mean, you've got a camera, right, so I quit. Right? Who's got the camera with the gaffer tape on it?
Me or Quinn, one of the two.
Okay, right. So,
Okay.
can you set your can you set yourself to audio only? So, if you set yourself to audio only, it'd be interesting to see whether you can turn the camera on at that point.
Well, I've got my camera set to off and it's audio only at the moment. And yes, we did try this. I went on my iPhone to try and do it through the iPhone, but it won't do it on mobile devices. So it's selective. That's another issue. So
it's kind of fun. I could share other screens, but I tried to screen share the Hangout here, and it goes into the void twice in a row. So I'm not going to try a third time.
Take a snippet of it, and then just share the snippet.
Yeah, Cabbage, this is another issue too. It's selective between mobile devices and PCs. Now, we already did try this earlier on in the stream where I got on my iPhone through Hangouts and all this, and it said it doesn't do it for mobile devices. So it's selective. That means that someone's actually gone out and said, no, PCs or anything with a camera, like your laptop, yes, it can do that there, but it can't do it on phones. So someone's written in the code to say yes, PCs, laptops, but no phones, and here's the button to do so.
Well, I'm on a PC, and
yeah,
then again, I don't have a camera. No, I don't.
There you go. Well, that's why we can't do it with you.
Yeah.
I'm on a laptop. It's got a camera on it regardless. So.
Yeah.
Although having said that, I thought, why are we on Hangouts tonight? I thought this was meant to be. I thought you were doing all of your highfalutin, OBS.
No, there is a new format. But Optimus is headed out of town and stuff. He's been hanging out in the chat, but no, on the weekends we're pretty much going to go with the old format, at least for the Civil War. But now I'm rethinking that, MC. But no, here's what I'm screen sharing.
How much longer are you going to make this go on? You're going to make the fucking American history last longer than it did.
We're doing it hour by hour.
Seriously, you could write it on the back of a cigarette packet.
No, just wait till it gets to Vietnam. That's a 10,000 day war.
Hold on. What do you mean you write on the back of a cigarette packet?
Are you done? Are you done? Okay, here's the thing. Here's what I'm sharing here. That's the control room. And that's where I can go look at memes. MC, it says I could try and do it. Farty, I've done it too. Jensen. Cabby, yours is all white. I'm guessing that's because you have some weird fucking blocker in there. And Doku's on mobile. So, but that's what I'm talking about. That's the control room. That was not how the control room was before at all.
The only realistic thing that I can say, the reason why they did this is because of remember the last time I was on when we had the Christmas Day massacre, and someone started showing pictures of some Sheila with cum on her face. To shut that thing off. That's the only realistic reason why I think. But to turn cunts cameras on is fucking nefarious, to say the least.
Agreed. And by the way, you guys have been saying that it doesn't affect mobiles, You keep forgetting one word. Yet.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Just wanted that stated. I know this is Quinnspiracy night and all that lot, but this is a conspiracy that we've just found, and people need to understand you're not immune because you're on a mobile. You're just immune at the moment.
No. This is the difference between a conspiracy and an actual reality. This is an actual reality, not a conspiracy. We can prove this shit's happening.
I was going to make that same point. This isn't a conspiracy. We've tested it at this point in time. I would say it's rather safe to say that, no, this is not a conspiracy at all.
It's happening. We can prove it. We've recorded the damn thing. We can show it.
Well, that's the thing. Optimus, this does happen offline, too. I believe MD said he tested it. Go ahead, Quinn.
I really hope that everyone actually watching this is tweeting this out and letting people know, because this is something people need to know. Not messing about now. Tell every fucker. Okay? This is big. Tell people, please.
The next YouTube fucking drama, fucking bullshit, fucking Twitter to fucking Keemstar to fucking what's his name?
Yeah.
Bloody.
Now, if we really want to make it, if we really want to make it a conspiracy, if we want to go down that route, just to stick to the theme of tonight's show, does anybody think that the timing of this is rather interesting?
Yeah.
Possibly.
What a night to find it, eh?
The timing would seem rather. I'm not gonna go full tinfoil hat here, but
start
after
the year as you mean to go on.
Well, after some, choice individuals having to come forward and testify to some choice political figures, perhaps, maybe the timeline has sped up a bit.
But you see, the difference is that like we're not like last time I was on the Christmas Eve, Christmas Day massacre, where cunts was saying, I got the DMs, like fucking Alex Jones, turning the frogs gay. No, we've actually proven it. We've actually, hang on, this is the thing, this is happening, hang on, it's doing it to you, it's doing it to you, yes, we can do it, hang on, we got on my iPhone, and fucking I joined, and fucking, hang on, can we do it? No, it's not doing it to the iPhone, yet. Fucking, but yes, it's actually doing it. Like, no, we have proven the point.
Well,
yes,
first off, real quick.
Fuck with this has already been proven.
Hold on.
No, congressional hearings have already been done with this, right? Congressional hearings with the Android, with all of these things, with the FBI.
Cabby, hold on.
I barely said a fucking
if you're
thing.
Gonna do, and I'm gonna let you talk after this. I just have to correct one thing. If you're gonna do the Alex Jones impression, do it right. They're turning the fucking frogs gay.
It's freaking frogs gay.
Thank you. That was a
right.
Can I actually make my point? You get interrupted, so this cunt can go on about frogs again. Jesus.
No, hang on, I supported you 4 times in the last 4 days, Sam. Shut up, fucker.
Have you? Really? Well, I thank you very much, my friend. Last stream with you are a good man. You're a solid individual. See, unlike these other fucking hideous trolls.
I love you, Cabby.
No, make me mute you. No.
What do you? Hey, I came in. I was being nothing but disparaged. I was in the chat without any provocation. I was attacked unmercifully.
So, Cabby, this would have to be legal, right, for them to do that?
No, of course not. No, I mean, this is the whole problem with the Pfizer court rulings and stuff that were going on as well. MC knows about this. Same stuff. It's, no, they've had this ability since pretty much day one when the cameras and everything started going on there. They could always hijack it pretty much.
Well, no, the capability's been there, but has it been just like disseminated to just like everybody now? It seems like a back end like admin tool.
Well, yeah, but no, you idiot. This is the whole point. This is a problem. You put a back door in, hackers find them. That's what you end up with things like the Hope, the Hope expos and Black Hat, expos.
But hang on, Cabby. This is the whole point of this actual particular instance is that fucking you got cunts like Onision who are fucking grooming little girls and all this kind of stuff, and they can use this as a nefarious fucking action against those little girls. For the most part, they could fucking blackmail people and things like that. The Christmas Eve, Christmas Day thing with Scooby Doo and all that kind of shit. If you had your anonymity and he could just now access your camera and fucking dox you that way. This is the kind of shit that we're talking about with this.
Oh, I'm well aware of it. Yeah, but but the point is that it's the back door which is in there, and the information as to how to do it. If you really want to do it, you can go on to, like, if you go and you look up a few lectures that were done with the Black Hat, Expo and Hope, or the Chaos Computer Club, or there's plenty of them out there.
But now it's not a back door though. It's not a back door.
That's what I mean. No, but it was put there. It was government approved. Now, the thing is, they're allowed to use it, but you're not, because if you use it and you get caught, you get done for hacking. But the whole reason for it being there in the first place was so there was a back door, so the government could gain access should they need to for, because of, Patriot Act.
But it's not a back door now. It's an actual billboard saying, do this.
Yes, it is for people who know how to do it. I mean, what you're seeing there is nothing to do with like the backdoor stuff, right? This is just a fucking Google. You know, I think they're going to live to regret it.
Oh yeah, they are. They are.
You know,
whenever it comes like that, they are.
Yeah, this is an intern who's really just not thought through what his project was all about.
Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Exactly what I said about 17 times already. It's like some dumb cunt has come along and went, "Oh, but we didn't know that there was procedures in place and reasons why we shouldn't do certain things. But we're dumb cunts. But don't abuse us for it." Yeah, why the hell not?
Yeah, exactly. But ignorance is not meant to be a defense in the eyes of the law, is it? Which is why they can always throw these poor little suckers in, under the bus when they do fuck up. Yeah, because they're easy. They're good cannon fodder.
Pretty much.
So, yeah, but I mean that's not like a hack. That's just no, that's a software fuck up. Somebody really made a mistake there, and there's a missing if clause in there somewhere.
No, that's the thing though. Like, if it was a fuck up, like this is what we're saying. If it was a fuck up, you tried to mute somebody, and all of a sudden their camera pops up. Oh, that's a fuck up. This actually has an actual button that you can turn on or off some cunt's camera.
No. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is that somebody has, like enabled it, thinking that this is now a new feature that you have for the, for the host, right?
Okay,
so it's
I'll
an
agree
extra
with you.
added feature, right?
I'll agree with you when they get found out, they will say it's a fuck up.
Yeah.
But whether it's a fuck up or not, it's not a fuck up though.
No. But what I'm saying is that if it was I mean, you can see it's intentional because otherwise it would apply to anyone within the stream. It only applies to the owner. So it's like an if statement. If you are the owner, or the host, then permit you to, to unmute somebody. Well, like turn somebody's camera on. Yeah, then it's part of the source code. I mean, if you try and do it, the source code says, you can't do it because you're not the host. So it drops you out. So this is clearly an actual programmatical. This is part of the intrinsic
purpose. They did it on.
Scripts. There's in there. Yeah, it's a script. So but
so it's working
when
as
somebody.
intended.
Yes. Yeah, it's working as intended by the person who wrote it because they thought it was okay. But the consequences of this munchkin, whoever wrote the fucking thing, this intern who probably just wanted to try and get some store credit. You know what I mean? He doesn't realize what the potential consequences of, his poor coding or his lack of kind of, comprehending of privacy issues.
I'd actually
I have a question. I have a very specific question.
Mm-hmm.
If this program was intentional and has been implemented, why?
Well, exactly.
Well, what was the purpose behind? Even if it was implemented prior to.
Well, you know what?
One of two things. I've got two answers for
I
you.
would say
one of two things. It's either the first one is that they thought it was a great idea and was trying to perpetuate their existence. Second was they did it for nefarious circumstances, either to make us use to Google and all that kind of crap, fucking spying on us.
Well, I would. This is the reason. This is the reason I ask. I'm going to shut up. I'm going to shut up after I finish this one point. This is the reason I asked this. Why would you even develop and put in a program like this if you didn't intend to implement it? And I don't think this is a blunder based on Google, considering, it's Google. Are you telling me a company like Google fucked up this bad?
Goku, I have to interrupt you with the chat. Anti-Jack says, I think it is intentional. Someone thought that it was a good idea. He follows that up with to help the SJWs to expose trolls and harassers. That makes it a boxing tool at that point, right?
Yep. I was just talking to a friend of mine that once in a while I will stream with, And he told me that Google is monitoring Hangouts mics for hate speech.
Oh, of course they are. Everyone knows that. It's been out for a while.
Well,
Yeah, I mean,
wasn't
the thing is,
aware, or
but
wasn't
this,
sure if you guys knew that, because you
Yeah.
guys
Well,
obviously weren't
this is going
aware.
back on the whole doxing argument before, where like if someone had anonymity, now take the say for instance a KKK member for example who was sitting there going niggers and bitches and the trifling stuffing white people, Colin Bowell and Cunnilingus Rice.
There we go. You are gonna come fucking bust down our door.
Now, if that fucker just had an Australia thing with not to be operated by fuckwits label over the top of it, and then you just like, I'll get you on my stream, and then they're like, the trifling Colin Bowell and the Cunnilingus Rice, and here's your picture. Oh, we now know what you look like. Oh shit.
Can
you? Yeah, no, like I said, no. You see, again, this is like once people start putting themselves in a rabbit hole, it's not that they go down the rabbit hole; they start, digging their own. No, this is like I said, like what I'm. If this was intentional to be anything other than like because it was like a new owner, like a host feature, but I would lay money on the fact of it that it's somebody who works at Google who just got pissy because he couldn't he couldn't get someone to turn their camera on. So he just changed the code in order that if he was hosting something that he could turn the camera on. I mean, I used to do that when I was writing bulletin board software.
You were a
pervert. Like if someone was being a dick. No, not with cameras and stuff. But it was like if someone was being a dick, then you just, you give yourself a little back door and you give them a bit of software.
I'm pretty sure you just admitted to being a pervert.
Yeah, you did.
From a company like Google, though.
I'm not talking about cameras.
No, there's a difference.
This is back in the good old days.
And saying that they like donkey dick and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean,
there's a difference between that and fucking actually showing some cunt's face.
I'd be very surprised if the changes would have been in, because number one, they're planning on phasing out Hangouts anyway. So why anyone's doing any changes and development on it is, it's kind of a bit redundant, which indicates that it's just they get interns and they need to give them some little task to do, which is why you got like YouTube, right? They constantly fuck around with the interface of YouTube. That's because they hang on. That's why they, fucking shit like YouTube and the interface constantly fucking fluctuates and it doesn't work and then it does and it's all kind of weird because they give it to an intern because they got fuck all else for them to do. So they let them tinker, and it's some little fucker who's just been tinkering that's screwed that up. I bet you. I don't think it's going to be.
The thing is, they're phasing Hangouts out, right? Usually, when they phase something out, they're going to replace it with something else. Now, if they replace it with something else, is this feature going to be there?
No. Well, it's already the thing that they're phasing it out into is that thing that's integrated into Chrome. It's already available.
I guess it gets worse because MD apparently, if you give anyone else admin power, they have the ability as well.
Since they're phasing out Hangouts, I'm wondering if they're going to use this as an excuse. Oh, cunts kept on doxing people, so we had to just.
Well, see, if you're gonna go with that argument,
I think you're overthinking it.
If you're gonna go with that argument, then there's only two things. It's either Google has an evil super genius working as an intern, or the feature was there all along. And if we go with what Memes was saying,
what an intern has a
no.
It's just a bit of code where somebody didn't put the right if statement in.
That was actually the next thing I was thinking.
God damn it, Cabby!
We're gonna find a YouTube video about 6 months from now. It's like, yeah, dude, when I was interning for Google, I just went and did all this shit just to fuck with them.
And this is my point. Either this feature was always there and just not activated, and if we go with what Memes was saying, somebody clicked the proverbial checkbox, which means it's always been there. Or you have a fucking super genius working for Google as an intern, and they just decided.
What do you mean?
But Doku,
It's not
you're
a super
basically
genius.
an
No.
idiot there.
How is that? How
No,
can you equate a checkbox like the equivalent is like it's either a checkbox or a super genius? I'm sorry.
Hang on, let's ask the
I'm
owner of the fucking channel here for a second there. Dodge, like, was this always there, or is this something that's surprising to you?
This is completely surprising to me. And
Is it
first
something
off,
you just discovered? Have you ever tried it before tonight?
How many times have I used the control? No, wait a minute. How many
No,
times
let him
have
explain.
I used the control room? I mean, seriously, I've used the control room a million times. This is the first time I've had the ability to turn on people's cameras. Now, that being said, thing is, the super genius, no. I go with the third option here, which is where Google just implemented this, and it's part of their censorship crackdown. If you're fucking up and stuff, somebody that doesn't like you is hosting the stream, they can turn on your camera and dox you instantaneously.
Another thing you need to know, Cabbage, is that me and
Doesn't make any
MC,
sense.
the least conspiracy-minded of everybody on the bloody platform, we actually are stating that this is done on purpose. This is not a conspiracy. It's not a fuck-up. It's not an accident. They did this for nefarious reasons on purpose.
Yeah,
And
I don't buy it.
I just
I
want
really
to.
don't.
I want to say this. I will clarify. The super genius thing was me being sarcastic, but no. Either this feature was
didn't make any sense.
Either this feature was always there, or they intentionally created a new feature that would allow this.
No. You see, this is what you don't understand. Because it's not like checkbox stuff. You just need to understand a bit of what programming is. It's a script, right? You just put in an if-else statement in a piece of code. And that's all it takes. You know, if else. So if you click this and this, you know, or that, and then, you know, you kind of just go through the code. You could write it in, you know, seconds. It's not like it's like some massively complicated thing where you have to start working with cameras. All you do
Cabby,
is
the super genius thing was a fucking joke, damn it. God damn it, Cabby. No, I'm just saying I don't think this was like some rogue, random, disgruntled employee. I think it was either always there or it was planned and easily implemented. I don't think it was just some random person who was like, fuck Google.
Yeah, but like I said, it's kind of like the same thing as, you know, used to do in, you know, back in the day. It's like, you know, if you ran a particular bulletin board server, you could give yourself additional rights, or you know, you can manipulate stuff. And so if you're not, you know, you just, I mean, that's just how it works, right? If you're in charge of something, then you can fuck around with stuff. Now, if you leave an intern and you say to them, okay, we haven't got anything for you to do for the next couple of months, go and improve Hangouts without any major, you know, without any significant, you know, parameters, no project, no Gantt chart, no, you know, just go and fuck about with that.
Oh,
and see
yeah,
what
I
you
know
can do
you
with it.
There was times I've been on like forums back in the day, and there'd be people complaining because the posted by them on the forum, and they'd be complaining they didn't post that. Turns out that one of the forum runners had the power to go to other people's accounts and post as them. That's what you're on, Cabbage.
Yeah, I mean honestly, it's sort of like that, but what I'm saying is that, you know, the idea that it necessarily has to be nefarious. I mean, it could be nefarious in the fact that there's one guy at Google who happens to have access to the Hangouts code and, you know, put it in because he got sick and tired of some chick denying him access to her camera. So he just sort of like, well, fuck it, I can actually make it happen.
I mean, shit for hell, all we know is this is a disgruntled employee that decided, hey, I'm going to be a fucking whistleblower, and this code was embedded the entire time, so I'll just make it known so that we all go fucking nuts over it. And
yeah, but the thing is, like I said, if that was the case, then it wouldn't just be the host, it would be everyone. And it isn't, so it isn't.
Hey, you never know. And either way, it's strange.
Now, like I said, it's a very specific piece of coding which says that only the host can do it. So that means that there's actually, you know, somebody who's made that differential. It's not just if you click this thing, then this happens. It's a case of if you click this thing and you have this particular, you know, privilege, then it will work. So it's not just you know, like just a click thing. It actually has some additional logic behind it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And on that note, final thoughts, guys. Really, we're going on 3 hours in 20 minutes. I figure that's enough time for a final thought on this fucking bullshit. because I'm sure plenty of you guys have a rant. Jensen, let's lead off with you, and then we'll bounce around from there.
Okay. Simply put, everybody make sure you tell every single bastard you know on the internet that this can happen. Make sure people know it's happening, because if you don't, they're going to be able to keep this shit secret. Just tell people, please. I'm done.
Yeah, it's been told. I've tweeted it out a few times, put in some Hangout links, well, in some group links rather.
Thank you.
I've got to admit, I'm coming down on Cabbage's side here. I think it's just some interns probably been tweaking about. It seems
and
more
without any kind of real, just with no comprehension. It's like a teenager fucking about, really doesn't think about the implications of what they're doing. It's just,
I've made that.
Oh, wouldn't this be fun?
I've made that argument before several times.
Mm-hmm. Well, I wasn't here, so well done.
Yeah, no, but like, no, it can't be that though, because like there are rules and precedents and all sorts of stuff that are already in place, and that's what they will use. Oh, I'm young, I'm dumb, I don't know what happened. Bullshit.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean that that's not how it actually happened. I mean, if when people come out and actually say it, then I mean, as to whether or not you believe it.
No, but that's the excuse.
But like I said, the thing is, if they want something nefarious, the last thing they do is make it available to the public, right? It's something which is kept in the background, and like back doors. You don't go giving it because then everyone knows about it.
No, but that's the excuse that they'll use, though. Like the last time YouTube had a big public fucking sorry thing, it was like, oh, we didn't know, and all this guy. No, bullshit. Like I've used the analogy. There's certain automatic teller machines in Australia that you could deposit money into at any time of the day or night, and criminal organisations were using it like fucking buggery. And they came out and they went, oh, but we're young, we're dumb, we didn't know. But hang on, no, there are certain rules and precedents and fucking shit in place that before you even think about doing this, there are all these things you must check your boxes for, and you simply didn't.
Yeah, but that's working on the basis of these. I mean, we're talking about Silicon Valley here. You've got people who are riding on scooters through streets full of shit, and they can't see the cognitive dissonance in that.
And to say that they didn't know is fucking ludicrous.
Real quick, I know we're in final thoughts here, but I just saw James fucking Maxwell join. Dude, listen to me very closely here.
Hey,
I now have the power. Yeah, I now have the power when I'm running Hangouts to turn on your camera at will. That's what we've been talking about, and I can't believe you missed it. Please go back and watch it, man. You guys, go ahead. We are still in closing thoughts. James, if you want to jump in for the after show, I'll send you a link, dude. So let me know in the chat.
But to say they didn't know the consequences, like, Cabbage, you missed the whole Onision argument about, like, Onision was already asking little girls to send him photos of them in their underwear.
Yeah. But this is an assumption that it's not related to that. It has no relevance to that. This is about a particular feature has now suddenly become available. That's what it's about. I mean, that's the issue. So it has fuck all to do with that guy.
No, it's the nefarious purpose of it being like, fucking cunts groom kids. It's as easy as fuck, or else kids wouldn't be groomed.
It is, but then but you see, but then you're making it the sort of like the premise is that is the case, that's what happened, as opposed to what I'm saying which is that it was a fucking intern that they didn't have any work for. And it's like, well, look, Hangouts is going to be dead, but by 2020, go and play with that so you can get some coding practice.
2019, from what
right?
In the meantime, though,
coding practice.
You
don't know how it works in an R&D department, mate. You don't know how it works in an R&D department. If you got fuck all to do, they just basically tell you to go and tinker with stuff and see if you can make it a little bit better. And unless you've got decent quality control, this sort of shit gets through, and that's the problem. There's no quality control.
That's actually partially my point. I mean, like, if you knew something was going to be used in nefarious action, then you shouldn't do it. they're going ahead with, yes, it probably could. This isn't, there's well in place fucking bullshit that says that it shouldn't happen like that, but we're going to go and do it anyway. And if it blows up in our face, we'll just say that we're young and dumb and full of cum and fucking.
Yeah, but like I said, no, this is what I mean. It's not nefarious anything. It's just we have nothing for you to do today. Go and fuck about with that and do some coding practice.
So
if it's not nefarious, how come 7 out of 8 people in this chat don't fucking like it?
Yeah, well, I don't like it. Yeah, but no. It's not about liking it. I mean, that doesn't make it nefarious because you don't like something. I mean, I'm not particularly keen on, almond ice cream. That doesn't make it nefarious, right? No. Liking something is not one. No, the feature is inappropriate, and like I said, because somebody went in and they were given it's just go and tinker. And there's no oversight, right? Nobody was actually paying attention.
There's a massive difference with someone not liking ice cream to a provisional plate driver driving a fucking V8 supercar.
No. You're making furious.
It's like the apprentice in the carriage getting told to go and work on the old wreck in the corner.
Exactly. Yeah. So go and play with that because we haven't got anything for you. Learn a bit of mechanics, and then later on we'll bring you back so that you can work on a project. And,
do you want to let him drive it though? Do you want to let him drive the little old thing that he tinkers with and then blows the Hemi V8?
But that's the problem with technology.
Do you want to let him drive it though? Do you want to?
But that's what I'm saying to you, is that coding is just so simple. It's just literally one line of code that would make that, would make that feasible. It's just one if.
But it's
check, and that's it.
It's not a mistake.
That's all it is.
No, it's not a mistake. It's a deliberate action.
Well, no, I mean, but it's not been issued I bet you it's not. Nobody gave him that, particular project. It was just sort of go and play. And the guy, somebody did that, and they're going to live to regret it.
Cabby, brother, you've reinnovated. You stated that several times. I still disagree, but let's move on. Doku, your final thoughts.
All right, my final thoughts.
Oh shit, you're still on it.
Yeah, I am. I know. Fucking fancy that, right?
Yeah.
I thought
honestly.
Joining the after show.
After listening to everybody's arguments, I can only come to one of 3 conclusions. Either it was always a feature that was never activated, it's always been embedded, and then somebody made a oof.
Possibly.
Yeah, so that's a potential reason for this happening. The second one could be going with what Cabby said. Google is just incredibly irresponsible and is like, we got nothing for you to do, so hey, go fuck around with this. And they developed what we've been talking about, which again would be incredibly irresponsible on Google's part, which would kind of make me scratch my head a little bit. I have a feeling some lawyers might have some paperwork.
But you don't scrape your head on the second one.
Real quick, Farty. Doku, I know it's your final thoughts, but isn't that creepy if you're like, hey, go fuck around with Hangouts? You know what my first thing would be? How about we stop getting people dropped? How can we modify the voice and, cancel out background noise? No, these guys' idea is let's turn cameras on and off. That's a little...
No, mate, the person that would have been sent off to go and tinker with stuff would have been some, positive discrimination. Well, no, it would be some positive discrimination. It would be some chick, that really doesn't pass the grade, but they've got to fill their quota, right?
But and don't you think that would be incredibly irresponsible?
If it had been a man, then he would have. Maddodge, right? Maddodge, exactly right. If it had been a man doing it, then it would have been like, hey, let's see how we can stop getting people dropped out and make more use of the bandwidth, right? But because I would say it's a chick that did it, because it's all about the social part, right? So she just wants to look at people's faces. She wants to invade someone's space.
I'm jumping camps.
So chances are it's some chick. It's some chick on an affirmative action, plan who ended up, they didn't want to use her for anything else because she's totally fucking incompetent. They're planning on, phasing out Hangouts anyway. So they get some flowery tart, a little bit of a project, and this is what she did with it.
Wait, Patty, are you trying to say that there was a disgruntled girlfriend that was trying to spy on her boyfriend?
This is the future. This is what
let fucking Jez fucking talk, man. He has ready to jump on.
Yeah, you guys, let's let Doku finish. Is all I've been trying to say this whole time. We're all talking over each other.
Okay, well, either way, I'm either saying it was already there to begin with, and Google made a whoopsie, which would make me scratch my head, because if they chose this timing to do so, you guys are, kind of a big corporation. Don't you think you might have someone, a lawyer somewhere, who might tell you, probably not the best idea or the best timing? It makes me scratch my head a little bit.
There's a lawyer, but you think there's a lawyer sitting there examining every new line of code at the end of every day? Seriously, it's so ridiculous.
Okay, right, fucking Jez wanted to say something. Let Jez speak.
I've completely forgot what it was now, so carry on.
Sorry, but good.
Okay,
guys,
my final point. My final point. If it wasn't already there, it was completely accidental, or potentially there's the possibility that somebody noticed the code and was like, let me be a whistleblower. Because Google does seem to have a few employees that, the don't be evil mantra actually still matters to them, or it's something they plan to roll out and they just didn't expect people
it's not going to be rolled out. I mean, Hangouts is dying in 2019, 2020, so it's not going to be around.
Brilliant idea.
The thing of it, though, Jez, is that
it's nonsense.
The thing of it, though, Jez, is that it's the monkey who owns the stream, and this is some of the nefarious parts that I've been going on with, is that the Onision argument is that he's already fucking asked little girls to send him pictures of them in their underwear and all this
that's
kind of
what
stuff.
I was trying to get on with. I think you could have a good point coming out of this. You get the reverse of the Onision argument, right? You get some preteen girls having a hangout, right? And one of them won't put the camera on, so the last who's in charge of stream. I know, would it be a good laugh if we turned the camera on, click, and there's some middle-aged bloke there with a voice changer?
Yeah, well, not even that. I mean, it's the whole kind of thing with the it's a trap.
It's a hypothetical one, Jez.
Also, doesn't that bring up another interesting conundrum? If you have the ability to turn on a camera as a host, don't you think that could implicate somebody in some very bad political situations?
I'm pretty sure.
But look, I'm talking about off air.
I'm sure I've noticed that in the past.
I'm talking about off air because, how long do discussions go off air? And this can still happen off air.
What I'm trying to do, first off, you guys are irritating me so much that I actually snapped the middle of my headphones, so I'm a little pissed now. Okay,
Gears of the State of raised the headphones. They're really great.
Closing goddamn statements. Okay, we've gone with Quinn, Doku, Cabby, Farty. Hamster will hang out in the after show.
We actually haven't gone with Quinn's last. Let's have Quinn's last statement before we go.
Fartyman, shut up! I've already put my last statement in. Please continue, Dodge.
Fuck off.
Yeah. Okay. Let's have Quinn. It's his dream, after all.
Go, Quinn.
Right. My final statement on this, and yes, I know I'm taking the piss here, but won't somebody think of the children? Just
hey, I don't have to think about them, buddy. I can see them.
I think I already have thought of the children.
When you want somebody to think about the children while you're thinking about the pie crust.
Hey, what can I say?
So let's let MD end the stream. So I'll give my final thoughts right here. All I know is when MD first asked, memes, do you have your clothes on? I responded in the affirmative or non-negative, and then all of a sudden my camera goes on. I'm like, huh, I was not expecting that. MD, you can do it once more. I give you consent to just prove this goddamn point that apparently this is a functionality that has been here for several months now. At this point, this seems like a lot of bullshit and shit can go wrong. So all I'm asking is just fix it.
Whoa. You
Okay.
like I said, it's been around a while. It's not new.
Yeah. Think of the pie crust. Just think of the pie cost. The pie costs $1 without sauce and $1.30 with sauce.
We require more blueberries.
Whatever, blah blah blah.
Memes, you do look like a fuck on the memes.
Now it's my turn. Son of a bitch. When I first saw that, all I thought it was hey, I could turn off people's cameras if they're acting like douchebags. What would be wrong with that? That seems okay. But no, I tested it with Quinn, and I know damn well Jensen does not want to be seen on air. He has his own reasons for it, and it's not my place to say them. But but
he's an ugly motherfucker.
No, whatever. Hey, leave the veteran alone. But no, the thing is,
he's really
it's not my place. It's not my place to be able to turn on somebody else's damn camera. It's wrong.
Yeah, but look,
exactly.
And guess what? You know what? No, you're not going to cut me off in my final statement, sir.
Thank you.
No. The damn thing is, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to stop using Hangouts completely as soon as possible until they fix this bullshit. Sorry. Figure out OBS and fucking Discord, people. You need to figure it out because this is bullshit. No, they can spy on you remotely. I can spy on you.
But look, Mad Dodge, you've known this for fucking years that they can turn the camera on and off.
For 2 goddamn hours, Cabby. Don't give me that bullshit.
It's not new.
I've known it for 6 months, sir.
There's a difference between capability and actual enacted functionality.
Okay, this is evidence that No Child Left Behind failed.
No, this is
not.
Hey, how many Hangouts do you host, Cabby? Don't fuck with me because I've had control room the whole goddamn time. How many Hangouts do you host? I think you're full of shit.
No, but that's the point. No. What I'm saying is that you can host it, and that's the whole point. You're hosting. It's got nothing to do. You're not going to get affected by it.
On your goddamn
but
camera.
what? Okay, what are you telling me that you can't be trusted with it? Are you telling me you can't be trusted with this power?
I'm telling you that Onision can't be trusted.
No, I'm saying but that doesn't mean that you can't still utilize the software. Recognizing that there's bugs in it.
Why do I want to join someone else's Hangout and let them do that?
Well, okay, fair enough. But it doesn't mean that you can't host your own because I trust you. I mean, even if I had a camera, I wouldn't care. I don't think you'd turn it on.
Fair enough.
Okay, Cabbage, if you did, then fucking say Scooby fucking cons you onto his site and then fucking decides to dox you because you decide to have your anonymity on the camera.
Yeah,
just in case.
Ask is,
but what I'm saying is that Mad Dodge doesn't have to worry about that because he's not the kind of cunt that's going to do that. So
yeah, but
not
everybody's Mad Dodge.
Exactly.
Why don't webcams on average have enough switch?
I understand that, and so yes, other streams, but that doesn't mean he can't host his own Hangouts. That's my point.
Am I right in assuming that the vast majority of webcams don't have an off switch, like a physical switch?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
mine doesn't. It just plugs into USB.
No, just unplug the fucker.
USB. Yeah,
that's the off switch. Unplugging it.
Well, no, I get your point, Cabby, but it's principles is what I'm arguing about. But that being said, good night, good luck. Don't go to fucking France. Tune in tomorrow for the Civil War stream if you like history. If not, we'll see you Monday. And if not, Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Guys.
Yeah, bomb France.
Bye.
That's all I got to say.
Happy New Year, people.
Fuck France.
God.
Nuke France.